horse.
Yeah, thanks for that there, Ian. And at the moment, they're getting ready to show
Marcus Burdett run through the banner.
Marcus Burdett run through the banner out there for his 500th A-grade game. And is he gone through?
He's gone.
He's gone, has he?
He's made a mess of that
He
banner
made a
too.
mess of the banner, made a mess of himself too.
His poor wife spent all week for that.
And the kids, yeah.
Marcus has played 500 A-grade games around Australia. In fact, he's played in something like about 9 or 10 different clubs, I think, to get his 500th game. But anyway, good on Birdie. He's counted league games as well for South Adelaide, Ports and Glenelg. And he's played for not in Counter Bay, he's played for Mount Compass.
Willunga, Glenelg, Port Adelaide, South Adelaide, etc. for the league, for the zones. So yeah, I played everywhere, man. I played everywhere. And welcome to the Horsham Burdett family as well. You're stuck over there in lockdown again. They've locked you down again. You can't get here at the game, but we can bring the game to you. Welcome to 90.1 Happy FM, live streaming the game, round 18 or 16, whatever you want to call it, because we missed a couple of games. But this is the blockbuster of the day. Willunga and Langhorne Creek. Langhorne Creek on top of the ladder at the moment. Willunga right behind them, and right behind them is Mount Compass. Now, the only scenario that we can sort of work out that can happen today, if Willunga win, they should go top on percentage.
Correct.
Just on percentage?
Just on percentage. Now,
Yes.
the Compass could move up one and back one. That's not the thing. The week off is what's going to count. It's 1 and 2 at the moment, and 1 and 2 is going to finish at 1 and 2, I think. How we go. So the changes are, but for Willunga, we've had a bit of a rattle in the camp there, haven't they? We've had Brad Haskett out. He's been suffering migraines. Sam Randy's been donated to the Crows seconds. That's pretty handy in round 18, and Mitch would be loving that. Who else are we missing? There's been a couple of them missing out in there for Willunga, so that's going to hurt him a little bit. There's plenty of depth through the club. For Langhorne Creek, it looks, as much as I can read it and going through it, much as an unchanged side.
And interesting, they have got, on the point system, they've got 1 point. That's Langhorne Creek, and they're top at the moment, so it just proves you don't need a heap of points to be right up the top. And in second place is Willunga, and they've got 4 points.
4 points, that's enough.
System,
so playing 1 and 2, playing in the total of 5 points to play out there, so you don't need 100 million points to be playing at the top. Just look after your juniors and coach your juniors through, Trev. That's what you used to do, you old...
Certainly is. And I'm just watching out there as the toss goes up out there. Marcus Burdett with number 2 in the red and white is there. He won the toss and they look like they're going to kick to the right of screen here. So there he is in his 500th, and it took a long time there because none of the goal umpires had any coin on them to flick it up. So she was...
They don't have coin now, they throw up plastic cards.
Yeah, there was a ripper there going on for a while with them
that's
there.
going to be interesting. What's going to happen down the track if you throw your credit card up with it?
Yeah, you know, if you got one like me, it'll blow away in the wind, so
Rough,
no good to you.
rough or smooth on the football at home.
But to our viewers out there in YouTube while you're watching it, in the red and white, you've seen them before, predominantly white with the red on it is Willunga, and I'm almost certain we'll watch for sure, but I think they will be kicking to your right of screen. Langhorne Creek are the brown and gold, which is basically the Hawks, same as AFL level, and they are going to kick to the left of screen.
We've got Potsy going down to the primary school, mate, so I reckon Willunga's heading left. And Derek Docking, the Willunga goal umpire, he's going right.
Doesn't matter which way they go, is they? Because they change anyway, don't they? So.
Yeah. We usually start off in mutual ends. But so welcome and congratulations to Marcus too. Look, fantastic bloke, family. Right through, known Marcus for a long time now, and so I hope Mum and Dad, you got the telly polished up over there and watch the boy play his 500th. I was talking to him a bit early on. Yeah, you can't be here, but well, best thing, mate. You're getting him watching him on his 500th on the big screen. So hopefully Trevor don't put the mockers on anybody today.
Won't do that to Marcus.
We've made him go and hug all the Stobie poles coming in here, so we don't have a power out. You got connections in with broadband, so we think we're up and going. So
and the other thing is that if you want to have a look at Marcus and the family,
Yeah.
at half time.
Yep.
I did a chat with him during the week, and that'll be played back at half time today.
So yeah,
he came in with the 3 girls and his wife, Taryn, and had a good chat with us the other night.
So that'll be for YouTube viewers only. So if you're not,
on
the radio,
and on the
on radio too. Oh, well, that's good.
Yep, Ian back there is going to pick it up so they can listen to that, which will be good going. And,
thank you back there,
You
Ian.
are right, Nifty. It's Willunga, the red and white, are going to left of screen. This is what we call on the air for the radio viewers is the Adelaide end. And of course, Langhorne Creek, the visitors will go down to the netball courts or towards Yankalilla Maiponga Way, which is to the right.
Well, I hope they get the scores off the board because we're going to have a bit of problem at the moment.
Still got the reserves.
Is that a relation of yours out in the middle there, Kevin, holding that football, ready to throw it up aloft now? It is, but I think used to be. Ball gets capped down now. Langhorne Creek get the first little toe poke forward, and the man 500, Birdie gets it up and gets the first handball going forward again. Comes back out wide, picked up high up in the air down there.
Spotted
Blackwell. Spotted each other.
Yeah, there's plenty of bodies going in. They'll be psyching each other out the first bit, won't they? Langhorne Creek get a hurry, kick forward. She goes into a vacant spot. Who's going? Run onto the footy. Out open. Spin they weave. Out to Burdett again. A long handball. Good one. Gets the football out wide. It goes to the boundary line and holding the ball and done. Just tried to run over the boundary line and dispossess it. Langhorne Creek with the first free kick of the match. Langhorne Creek to bring it back in. Too far out. Long, high one in. Plenty of players underneath the footy. Plenty around. Lockie McGregor. No, it wasn't 2. No, number 2 would have been Jake Dominish. And he's kicked that one out to the netball courts. And Marcus Burdett to bring the footy back in. 3 possessions in under a minute. He's on fire today, Kev.
Yeah, 2 minutes are gone so far, and Marcus had 3 possessions.
Beefy.
Kicks it in, it's marked by Beef. Centre half back. Little kick down the ground. Oh, he nearly dropped that one there, and that one was Craig Nelson. Nelson kicks it further down the ground, and it's gone straight out there to Todd Martin. So Todd Martin's got hold of it. Who's he going to kick this one?
Billy Cook's leading in.
Cook's leading in out there, and Billy Cook?
No, he jumped in front.
Could be.
Might have been Warmington.
It's 0. It's not Job Colwell, is it? 20. It's definitely is 0 under his back.
We moved the caravan for a reason, to get out of the sun, and now the footy stays on that side. It's law of averages.
Anyway, comes in now, has a long kick in. This is a lob almost in the goal square. Off hands it comes. Chance now for Langhorne Creek. There's plenty of them out. Oh, picked up down there by... He handed that to him, didn't he?
Yeah, on a plate.
Anyway, the ball goes right in the centre of the ground. Burdett goes in. Can't complete the mark though. Ball comes down to the ground. Should be picked up out here by Willunga. There's a mountain of them out there to pick it up. Burdett gets another touch. This is 5th touch so far, and the game's only been going just over 5 minutes. And the ball now has gone over that far side of the ground. And the player there is pushed across the ground, Trev.
James Collier's down for Willunga up here, and a little bit of serious crash in there too. Boundary umpire over on the sports club side goes in with it, up and down, comes back out there through Todd Martin for Willunga. Goes forward now, goes up, all right onto the chest then of Nicholas Scanlon.
Birdie.
Scanlon handballs off to Burdett. Burdett goes through, goes close, goes over, touched, but juggled Mark up there, goes over there, turn around, and the Creeks sneak out of the back, and they come from the back line, come through. Out they go, beautifully sidesteps around, nearly gets away. Goes right on with it there in Thomas Durham. Durham goes up. Oh, that's Ticky got away with that one, Willunga. Comes all out there and he finds his player in Miles Warmington. Warmington goes off into the centre. Up they go. Can't get up into there. Goes out. Creeks read it well. Goes out quickly there through Mitchell Cleggett. Right up in their forward lines goes. Turns around. Whistle goes up, and it's a free kick here to Langhorne Creek on the half-back flank, and it goes across to Caleb Howe. Caleb Howe Into attack now, steps in wide, drives it, swings it across the
Not a bad
body,
kick
goes
either.
straight up, goes over the backless, good enough, wait for the goal umpire, goal, there it is.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Flurio, we're in your field.
Sweet.
Oh, no, they won't play each other again. this week.
No, one of them will have a rest.
Yeah. One of them's going to end up top, Kev. Gets
Oh,
the week
that's right,
off.
Someone will have a rest, then, yeah.
Up it
Okay.
goes, comes out there, Daniel Bass gets it for Willunga, goes down, the Creek's trying to wrap it up. On the wing here, she gets wrapped up in the central umpire. Is that Popplewell, isn't it?
Yes, he is.
It is, I thought it was his name. So he's back going into it. One of the good umpires goes up, Bass gets it, goes backwards with it, goes straight across there to Altus. Altus for Willunga into attacker now. Over the back, out comes
they
the
all
Creek,
should
straight
play.
on the chest
Durham.
of Thomas Durham. Durham breaks away for Langhorne Creek, goes up on the flank, finds his player out there, and Jake Dominish, he can't get away but gets the ball back inside. Umpire's whistle has gone over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in. Top side, is it always the way, isn't it? We used to be over there in the van all along,
once
many,
upon a
many
time.
years, and the play was always over here. Now, up it goes up, they get out, ball come down, Creeks try to pick it up, gets it out there, goes straight around, goes straight out there to Blackwell,
Birdie.
goes off, turns around and
What's this?
retreats around by
Bird.
Bird.
It is
number
the bird.
7,
It's
isn't
the
it?
Yeah,
bird.
he's going for 500, touches and games. Up it goes, turns around, Bass goes up for Willunga and takes a big strong mark, the ruckman. Goes off, plays off, bit of a floater, goes off and not enough boot into it to get over it, and the Creeks come out and go away with it. Comes Riley, finally in front of us here now on the clubroom side, goes off, drives us down the wing, up they go, early, can't get to it, Dominish tries to get it up, goes over there, paddling it along, goes across in front of it, handball goes off, comes straight
Advantage,
back into
free
Hellier, Kobe Hellier goes forward for the Creeks, too far, and it's read beautifully there by Harrison Mills for Willunga. Oh, that wasn't a good kick. Out of defence comes over, handballs into attack, goes out, Seb's back around, goes back around again, series of handballs now,
Beathy.
goes out to Beathy for Willunga, drives up the wing, too far, and
Durham
he's turned
again.
around, it's got Thomas Durham. He's certainly getting a few touches early too. He's telling the side he wants to
Slow
calm
it
this
down a
one
bit,
down,
yeah.
yep. Wants to just sit back on it and goes. Now he drives up.
Oh,
Oh, that's a shocker.
Too
off
much
the
wind
boot.
in that
Goes
footy.
out, yep. Turns round. Out they come now. Goes out straight on there to Tyson Hoffman. Tyson Hoffman for the Willunga. Drives this ball up. Up they go. Stanfield can't get to it. Goes over, read beautifully by. Got his boot to
On the
it.
ball.
Probably unlucky. He dropped it and get the boot. Noticed last week in the AFL they were doing with any attempt in the women's was good enough. Creeks come out with it now. Out they go. Out in this forward flank to the wing. Goes off. Over. Hep back. Goes around there. Quickly off into there to Shannon Jones for the Creeks. Over the players. Goes up the head. Willunga in control of this. They go out. Corner out. They go out. Now they swap sides. Goes out and finds his player out quickly out there. And that one is Danny Irvine. Irvine comes forward. Finds his player in Nicholas Scanlon. Scanlon now. He steadies for Willunga. Goes short and out wide to Brown. Brown with the long sleeves we can always pick up, goes out and he finds his player up on the wing. Willunga like to do this, like to chip it around, go out further and they control it there, and Brett Meagle. Meagle goes out, too far though, interception coming out there through Ben Arbin, and she goes out of the boundary lines in front of the club rooms over there, the supporters one for a throw-in. Kevy.
Well, nifty, you go.
Oh, well, Langhorne Creek with the 1 goal on the board so far. Willunga yet to score. Ball being brought in, tapped down by Hunt, picked up by Hellier. Hellier around the body to Nelson. Nelson for Willunga, just jams it on the boot. Meagle's been too many players around him. Cleared football again from Matty Tonkin. That one sits up in the air. That's a high fall. Punch down on the ground. Time here for Caleb Howe to go in. Or does keep it inside. Or they could be out here to Saunders. Saunders through the centre corridor, keeping it low to Lockie McGregor. Too fast for him. Bounced off his chest. Well under. I think there might be Jonesy out there. And we're going to be Shannon Jones. It was giving the footy off deep out into the pocket again. And a chance here for Jared Kellogg. Kellogg goes in for the pass. He floats that one. Chance for Willunga V Mills to punch it. Does and gets it to the boundary line.
It's the coach then too. He's still struggling, isn't he?
The big fella just resting up easy in the back, isn't he? Sort of knees bandaged up big time. Boundary umpire with a footy, throw it back in. It is Langhorne Creek with the knockdown. Plenty of players get hold him up over the shoulder too high, says the umpire. Is it going to be a free kick, Creek? It is.
Yep.
Through Shannon Jones.
Too high over the shoulder.
So Jonesy should be right here. Breezy is holding up when he gets the football back out. It goes to Blackwell. Blackwell just spears one in. It wasn't the best kick. I reckon he's got too much wind in that footy. I'd love to get a gauge on it.
Yeah, so would I.
And Willunga take it in the last line of defence.
I see some of the footies here when they're blown up. You can't move them. You can't.
It's called home ground advantage.
I know.
You supply the ball to your club.
I know when I was goal umpire, when the coach of this mob here was out there, he used to come in and nifty, go and put some more wind in it. I like it hard, nice and hard.
I don't know why he likes it hard. I don't think anyone else does.
No, ball boundary umpire, thrown back in again. Top dab over the top by Hunt. Hurry kick by Scotty Brown. Brownie now puts it up in the air. All courage there from Beatty, but underneath it was Langhorne Creek. Meagle gets it, spoils the party and puts the clothesline on him. And Durham for the free kick for Langhorne Creek, Kev.
Right, so Durham now, he's got his shot in. That's not very far, that one. Darcy Clifford's got hold of it now, and he's probably too far out to score from there. By a fair way, I would think. Kicks it in the area and coming through down there. Willunga have got it. Player just runs straight across the ground with it. Little nudge out there, didn't work for too much for him, and there is
Todd Martin.
Todd Martin has got hold of it. He gets it over to a teammate. Down it goes Nelson. There to Nelson. Nelson kicks it right down. Here's a chance down here for Jake Stanfield.
He's happy.
He's happy.
That has gone straight over the head. And that
South Coast Realty is an independent, locally owned and operated real estate business, incorporating sales and property management of both permanent and holiday rentals. We're heavily involved in the local community, with offices in Victor Harbour and Normanville. Our professional and friendly staff can assist you with all your real estate needs. With well over 6,000 registered buyers on our database, all wanting to purchase properties on the South Coast, we really do stand out in the crowd. South Coast Realty, helping you stand out in the crowd. Give us a call today.
Willunga always go the high side. They shifted that out quickly, didn't they? And that's where it went bang in, score. Up they go again. Hunt down with the tap in, up over the top. Willunga trying to handball on. He's got no help out there. He's ridden in the ground as the umpire sees this one. No, we'll have it and ball up. We're running 3 centrals out there, aren't we?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I reckon Ricey's one of them.
I thought I kept on seeing triple.
Seeing things.
Yeah, that's Mr.
Ball comes
Rice
back out. Nelson with the football. High ball goes out towards the clubroom side of the ground. She's a bouncy ball. No one touched it. It's out of bounds. Langhorne Creek will have the courtesy of the free kick in, and that'll be brought the way of Brendan Saunders. Brendan Saunders, your phone going bzz, 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 bzz in the background there, Kev.
Yeah, too close.
Yeah. Brendan Saunders with the kick, kicks that wide again, up by McDonald, can't get it, here comes Burdett, good pirouette, talked about that one this morning, inside to the big fella in Hunt. Hunt can go long, can get in there, one-on-one again, it's going to happen, it isn't, comes out wide, picked out there, it'd be Toddy Martin out there, it is. Todd Martin, outside of 50, pops it up in the air, there's plenty of shepherding and blocking going on in there, how did Arbin see that? The umpire, Popperwell, was right on the money, 3 umpires, seen the shepherd, going to be a free kick, and the free kick's going to go out of the big fella.
Well, he shouldn't miss this one.
It's just about the same spot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just a bit closer now.
So he was on the run the last one. This set shot, and that was clear block and clear shepherd. Jake Stanfield on his way. He's given Potsy a bit of work out, but he's okay. He's happy with that.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service. Enjoy. Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the South Coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
There's a chance for the Creeks to pick it up. All the player that didn't want to grab hold of it. He grab hold of it this time and give him a bit of leeway there, and the free kick goes.
And legged him. He got away with that. That was lucky.
It went over there to Meagle, and then Meagle gets it across out there.
Toddy Martin.
To Todd Martin, and Martin now, He'd almost have a chance there with a real good kick, but he's certainly not going to have a real good kick with this one. Ball comes down, plenty of Langhorne Creek players standing around there. Willunga grab hold of it though. Get hold of it briefly. The ball's on the ground just inside the 50, and the Creek now get hold of it and kick it back.
Matthew Tompkins
knocks down there, and the ball no, still play on, says the umpire out there, and that would have to be one of the Dominicians, I would think, this time that had the ball in. And he has kicked it, and it has gone.
Touched out of
touch,
bounds.
thumped over.
Birdie wanted it out on the full because he was under it, and that would have been another stat.
He
for
wanted
me.
another 10. Give him 10 kicks then, I think. Anyway, boundary umpire's got hold of it now. We'll throw it in. In it goes. Steele goes there, knocks it down on the ground. Ball's picked up, almost picked up by the Creek down there. The umpire calls play on. He says, get it out. And finally he says, give it to me, and I'll throw it up. A little bit of breeze out here at the moment.
Yeah, she's holding up.
Yeah, the hole's holding up a lot more than I reckon it did at the start. Anyway, from the throw up, the ball's gone out there. Steele's got hold of it.
Man, a moment.
Kicks it down there to Burdett, and the ball now has been marked in the back line down there by Creek. Out it goes here to Tonkin. Matthew Tonkin's got hold of it. And he kicks it down, and tried to almost ball it in there, and the player there with the ball is Darcy Clifford. Clifford picks up and he goes, Phil, that's a good mark coming in there. And that mark there is taken by number 35, Lachlan Scott. He's playing pretty well. He's not long out of the Colts if he's out of it at the moment. Ball's on the ground. Picked up out here by, it's gone over there to Hoffman, and Hoffman has a wild shot in. And it's 1 point only. So it's 2 goals, 1 Willunga now, 1 straight goal Langhorne Creek, Trev.
Certainly is.
Durham's got the footy, Trev.
Langhorne Creek from full back. Durham with it, looking clubroom side, but he might go up the centre. Here he goes, runs out which he can, gets an advantage, then drives it. That's a floater, goes off. Bass drops it for Willunga. That's a bad mistake. Handball Goskov comes over to Kellogg. Kellogg goes out, and here he goes, Lockie McGregor. First one into his chest, goes off, quickly plays on for the Creeks. Up in the full forward, over the back, and that's a spotted mark there, and straighter into the hands of his player there. And it could be Mitchell Cleggett. Looks a bit like him, which it is. So for Langhorne Creek, directly in front, quick response coming up. It's only about 20 metres out, 25, directly in front. Lines up. Good reliable player for the Creeks over many years with it. And he comes, staggers around a bit, sets up, drives it, hangs it. Oh, has he got he's got the biggest fade on that you've ever seen. Straight through the centre for a minor score. FBA scoreboard, 1 goal 1 to Willunga, 2 goals 1.
That wind must be howling down there.
It must be howling across there. Anyway, Willunga have got the ball now, we'll bring it back in. Burdett again with it. Making sure he gets a heap of kicks today. Anyway, ball's knocked back down. Here's a chance now for Creeks. They've got it in there. They'll have another shot for the goal here at the back of the pack. Lockie McGregor's trying his hardest to get it out there. Can he pick it up? He can get it across, and a mark there. Go under the Creeks, and they'll have a shot from in front. I wonder if he can kick any better than the last one.
Well, he'd want to take notice, wouldn't he, that can't give the the goals away. You've got to kick virtually to the right side, don't you?
Really a Gumtree in the background. She's blowing around, so it must be really pushing through the entrance.
Jared Kellogg now. He's not that far out. The breeze is blowing right across him.
Left footer.
Comes in.
There she is.
That one is dead straight. Straight through the goals, and that's Jared Kellogg.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
And now the ball now, back at the centre. Umpire checks to make sure everything's set. Up she goes. Up they go and ruck. Bass gets it. Goes straight down to his hands of his player in Warmington, but can't get out, and he gets pinged. And there they go. And that is what happened up here at the other end, and one umpire pays it.
Didn't get away with it.
So Seller gets up with it for the Creeks. Drives out, kicks it right up into the forward pocket. Out they go. Lockie McGregor. Little fella, the bloke tried to push him out. Didn't need to do that. He only had to run in front of him, and he turned around and McGregor took it on his chest.
Pushed him into it though, didn't he?
Oh, he's trying to bump him out, and McGregor just took it and still took it on his chest. So that was poor.
Well, he's
defending
actually
that.
played state football for South Australia, I think, at one stage.
Yeah, but the height going on with it, where that ball, he should have run across and just thumped it. In comes McGregor, reliable one, goes up, swings it out, kicks it out, makes the umpire work, comes back to the centre. Up he goes, there goes the goal. So Langhorne Creek now
The
goes.
Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
Crazy. Ball with Popplewell up in the middle again. The two big fellas do it up. Hunt and Bass. Hunt gets the second attempt. Kellogg goes in. Kellogg's at ground level. Oh, too high. Free kick Kellogg. Oh no, we're going to throw.
Threw it out, yeah.
Okay, so ball back into the centre to Willunga. Willunga can come wide. They don't. They want to keep going direct. They're looking for Big Bass has gone back down in the forward line, a bit of pushing and shoving, got his hands to it, couldn't bring it down. Matty Tonkin got his hands to it. Back of the pack, they clear it through Derham. They'll come around the change room sides. Oh, Big Seller calls it, puts his mitts up, just like serving up a pizza. One-hander, juggled it. We'll just slow it down. And he's gone for a little short pass into the middle. Play on, not 15. Umpire's right on the spot. Gee, that Curran's a miserable mob, aren't they? Ball goes up over the top. Hellier with the football to Hunt. Hunt gets the football. Daisy cutter into the middle. Bird out too quick for him. It skidded off the ground and skipped away from him. Now with Matty Dominish. Matty Dominish in towards the Lockie McGregor. Hits the ground to run and he gets intercepted. Put out, socket off the ground by Matt Dominish. Over to the brother Jake. Jake gets the footy off to Lally. He can't get hold of the footy. Willunga tried an airy. They can't get hold of the footy. So they just grab each other and Poppy will come in, the central umpire, and ball up. Ball up he does quickly. Didn't even get a chance for Langhorne Creek's ruckman to get there. Had it all their own way. Kellogg gets the kick away and nailed, and the kick is down the ground. That's what happens when you get experienced umpires out the middle here. They watch every little detail. Kellogg got the kick away. He just got shoved fair in the chest, put on his behind, and the kick relayed down the ground. The man with the kick, Lockie McGregor. 30 metres out, directly in front.
Well, he showed you what he can do from there, didn't he, a minute ago?
Yeah. So Lockie McGregor on his way in. Kick is on its way. It's quite true. Straight through the middle. It is all clear for...
So the ball now is relayed back to the centre here, and we wait to go in. Must be well into time on by now, aren't we, Kevy? So
yeah, about 22 minutes.
Up she goes. The umpire's finally got it here. Back in the centre. Up she goes. Ruckman goes up. The Creek player just jumped into the one. He wasn't even watching it. He turned around, goes up. Burdett with the ball now. Handball's off in. Comes out. Finds his player there quickly in Scanlon. Scanlon goes up. He finds his player further up down Craig Nelson. Nelson now looks up, goes forward, wants it out. Out they comes. Goes, oh, Stanford, got to go up with two hands, boy. Up it goes. Comes out by the Creeks down here. Tyson Hoffman turns around, waits for it, and the Creeks step in and say, thank you, I'll take this, and they go out. Up they go, up into there, try to get it there. Willunga picked all up, oh, swung around, going, he got away with that one. Turns around, hits the ground, Willunga gets the handballs out, quickly goes over, comes in the centre, up they go, Scott gets too high, that's it, over the shoulder. Spoil come, was all right, but they continued on and went through over his shoulder. So Willunga with the free kick ball. through wing, clubber inside, doesn't really know where to go, drives this ball just up, centre half forward. It's all Creek.
What a waste.
All Creek.
What a waste.
Absolute waste. Turns around, the Creeks now go out, repel it out through Kane Rogers.
Blackwell.
Rogers goes out to Blackwell, regularly big kick getter for the Creeks. He goes out wider still and goes up to that top wing. Turns around, both sides now just starting to steady it down a bit. Turns around and gets onto here. Umpire now turns around and says it goes onto it. Picks all up, goes up, gets onto through, goes right up the centre half forward, goes up, picks it all up, goes over, tackled there, and the Willunga side pick up a ball up. Creek
It's always
players,
handy when someone wants to stand in front of the caravan and talk on their mobile phone. Sorry
Yeah.
about the interference, but
yeah, we shouldn't have dark windows here, that's the trouble. Up they go,
I
you
can
could pull
see.
faces out of them then otherwise. Goes up, ball comes back down, goes forward, umpire's going to have to come in to repeat the dose, still on the forward flank for Langhorne Creek. Relays it back, bit of a sting gone out of it now, quieting down a bit. Hunt gets it for Willunga, goes over, kicks forward, comes out, finds his player quickly there, I reckon it's Craig Nelson.
Yes.
Nelson with the ball for Willunga. It's on that flank, no real movement for him. Comes in, turns around too high. There's the mistake made around. Bang, he got held onto, grabbed again, comes around. Dominish tries to get out onto it. Willunga hold this ball up and they turn around and get up. Creek player there screaming there at Damien Jones, so he's got to be holding the ball, but there's no way out he could get rid of it. So up it goes in the middle there and go. Out Bass gets it. He gets wrapped up over there in the Willunga player, and the umpire's going to have to repeat it once again. Kevy.
Yeah, Craig Nelson, I reckon that was it. Ended up giving the ball back to the umpire. Comes in now and throws it up again. Up they go. Push down. Here's a chance now for the player there. He tried to bounce it like a basketball. You can't do that. Nelson gets it again. He kicks it down to the half forward line. No one can mark that one. In they go again, and there's 4 players there. They're all mixed up with it, and the umpire lets play go on. No, he doesn't.
No.
So I think the boundary umpire might have got a bit
Yep.
involved with that one. So across the line it went, he said, and he will come in and throw it in. In he comes now, throwing it into the breeze there. Up they go, knocked down there by Bass, and Bass puts it down to the half forward line. It doesn't go
Untouched.
near anyone at all, and the free kick will go to
number 2.
number 2. Now, number 2's got touch about 12 now, I reckon. That's Burdett. Marcus Burdett with it. It's his day today. I reckon he brought his own footy with him anyway. He kicks it in again. Looking out here for Nelson. Finds him. He tries to catch it one hand. He gets a hand pass away. And
Gets it back again
He
quickly.
got it back again.
Hoffman.
Over the top it goes to Hoffman. Hoffman's about as far out there as he needed to be. And a kick goes
Touched off the boot.
over there. And it's not a very good kick because it goes in and it's been marked out there by the Creek. Creek kicks it in. Goes out here to Dominish.
There's the siren.
And there goes the siren to end the first term with the FPA scoreboard showing Langhorne Creek 4 goals 1 to Willunga 2 goals 1.
90.1 Happy FM is Great Southern Footy on air and on YouTube.
At Shed Boss, we don't just build sheds, we engineer them. We build to your individual requirements, from residential to commercial, large or small. Everybody's needs are different. Built with premium Australian-made steel, our patented bracket system and concrete anchored foot bracing, constructed by licensed shed builders, means you'll get an affordable quality carport, rural or commercial shed. Shed Boss. Built strong, built right.
South Coast Realty is an independent, locally owned and operated real estate business, incorporating sales and property management of both permanent and holiday rentals. We're heavily involved in the local community, with offices in Victor Harbour and Normanville. Our professional and friendly staff can assist you with all your real estate needs. With well over 6,000 registered buyers on our database, all wanting to purchase properties on the South Coast, we really do stand out in the crowd. South Coast Realty, helping you stand out in the crowd. Give us a call today. Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour. FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Flurio, we're in your field. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies have over 40 years experience in mining and blending soils and organics. We're specialists in turf soils, landscaping and organic blends. Customised washed sands for horse arenas, sports grounds and building sands. We also have a large range of decorative stones, gravels, mulches and pine barks. From car trailers to all truckloads. Wholesale Quarry Direct. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies, 86 Sandmine Road, Mount Compass. Open Monday to Friday, 7am to 4pm and Saturday 7am to 11am. Phone 8556 8421.
Right, Ian. Well, Trev's got a couple of scores there, getting relayed down the line. Kev's trying to tap in on the line, so what we got, mate?
There for you, Ian. Have you got your pen there?
I certainly have.
Right, McLaren 2 goals 3. Strathford Alban 1 goal 2.
Yep.
Encounter Bay 2 goals 2. Myponga Sellex 1 goal 2. So they're just about squared up onto them. And of course the score here, and we don't have the other 2 games at this moment.
Yeah, and as I mentioned, Marcus Burdett hails from Horsham from memory, the Willunga
Yes.
Valley.
Yep. And Mum and Dad's over there at the moment, sitting in front of the telly watching the boy play because they just can't get over on the old border. So.
Yeah, well, a bit of trivia for you. I was married in Dimboola to a Dimboola girl all those years ago. Little town. It's bypassed these days, but it's near Horsham and...
You might be related.
Oh, very good. I know the name Burdett. But,
do you?
I know my wife's name was Pickett, Pickert.
As in fence?
No. Pickert. And many rallies over there, so good afternoon to those listening, watching, whatever, in the Wimmera Valley this afternoon.
Yeah. Well, must be something about relations today because there's a bloke out in the middle with the ball with the football, and his name is David Curran, and he's a relation with the bloke that I'm sitting alongside of, his Daddy Curran.
Well, how about that?
Yeah, they're everywhere today. It's a family day. The old
family day,
thoughts,
isn't it?
So
what about Trevor's rallies? Are they there too?
No, I got rid of all of them.
Cut them out.
We won't take that any further.
Okay, Central Umpire, we're ready to rock and roll here. Nearly ready to go. He's just trying to clear all the kids from behind the goals down the southern end. There goes the siren. Dave Curran with the football to get the second term underway. And Willunga fight back a little bit. They need to set the margin. Bass tries it, gets the big thump down. The 2-3s go at it. Kellogg comes in and goes down. Meets Beathy on the run. Second best. Football comes back inside for Langhorne Creek. Comes back out to away. Play taken to eye. That'll be a free kick. It will be to Caleb Howe.
That was he's still feeling it.
That was a bit ugly, that one. That was just, yep. So Caleb Howe will wait till the footy come back. Wait for his mate to pick up the footy. And, well, maybe, I don't think he's going to make the distance. There's a bit of a breeze out there.
That was Kellogg, I reckon, that's gone off second best in that last encounter in the centre.
Out in the middle, was it?
Was, yeah, 2 number 3s.
Yeah. Well, he took on Big Bassy. There's big 3, so the little 3 and Kellogg's not as big as Bassy. He comes in and Cleggett on the lead, on the stretch. Good grab. Clegg's had a pretty good year this year, hasn't he? Consistently on and in last. Just keep on chinging along.
Last year, until one side and half, I thought he was the best out there for the Creeks. And like I said, then the game turned on its head and he obviously brought all the other players come in. But he was certainly highly up in every time you see him.
Deep in the pocket, 30 metres out. The kick is on its way. What can Mitchell do? Puts it up into the square. Plenty of red and whites go for the Guernsey. Oh, Jake Tom initials in there. It just didn't sit for him. Missed it. Willunga clear the football. They come down wide. Got McDonald. McDonald deep on the wing. Out in front of the barbecue shed, right where we're sitting. Ball comes back in. But Beefy's taken out underneath it. Be a free kick for him. Shawnee just puts his head where head shouldn't be put. Shawnee goes back out wide to Birdie. The Birdie 500 kicks it on down the line. Down the line he goes. A good pick up in there and Jake out. Back over to Aldous. Aldous the run on handball. Is it going to work? No, it's not. Bit too clever stuff. The happy handballs come for longer. Dished out the back to Birdie. He's been set upon. He's got a guy on him, but he does. He walks out of it. Does the pirouette again. Burdette sets it up into the middle and does it beautifully. Good lead, good pirouette, good step out, and that was for possession about number 14, I reckon.
He wants to play the 500 again next week and the week after.
Week after and the week after that.
Yeah.
Never tell a person they're on TV.
Okay. I think he knows. I was talking to him before. He's the one that rang me up and said, get your ass down here. Mum and Dad can't see. We're here. We're on it. The kick is on its way. It's a wobbly, it's a floater, and it's not so good. It's a minor score only. 2 goals, 2 Willunga. 4 goals, 1 Langhorne Creek on our FBX scoreboard.
Who was that? Was that Billy Cook then?
Anyway, ball's brought back in quickly now. It goes almost into the centre of the ground. Off hands it goes. Quick kick down the game. It's inside 50 down the other end as the ball goes in. And it's marked down there by Howe. Howe can kick it into the goal square. No, he doesn't.
Coach wants
it. Instead, he's missed it.
You've got to get the coach and he's missed
it.
Blame him now.
Get him off. Get him off.
A minor score only there, and it is 4 goals, 2 now to the Creek. 2 goals, 2 to Willunga.
That was a handball over the top to lock in a certain goal.
True.
Turn, yes, comes back over.
You're right there,
across.
Yep, Willunga. You need your ET neck on you there, mate.
Willunga got it deep in this pocket, clubroom side, kicks it up, bit of pressure coming over. Ball gets thumped over and she goes over the boundary line for a throw-in on the forward flank for Langhorne Creek, clubroom side. Ruckman set themselves.
Bass and Rogers.
Rogers for the Creek. Bass sounds like a fish, doesn't it?
Billy.
Yeah.
Billy Bass.
Billy Bass.
Happy
Yeah.
Billy Bass.
Here we go. Ball comes in, drops down a little bit. Bass gets it out there. Bounds around, turns around, quicked up beautifully there by Willunga, and then Billy Cook goes off, pounds out, gets up, short kick goes up. Hoffman comes out. Ooh, a bit later, turns, goes quick, goes right up to the pocket, 1-on-1 up on here, thump comes out, comes around, quickly picked up by the Creeks. He's driven into the ground, could have got a free kick but didn't. Goes up, still onto the forward flank here, out at backs, the Creek gets it. He's going to walk across the line and say, I'll let this boundary throw in go up here, right in front of the coach's box for the opposition. It's right in front of the club rooms. Boundary umpire gets himself set. And it comes. Sets himself up it goes. Turns around, goes up, Ruckman goes up. Bass gets it, comes back out, comes around. Bass now gets the ball up, gets up on into it, goes back through, comes out there and finishes up over the boundary line for a untouched, and it goes to, looks like the Creeks are going to get it. It's going back here to Cleggett, Mitchell Cleggett. He goes in, spoil comes from Willunga, can't get it out. Turn around, handball comes out, Creeks quickly off they go, out again, going out through David Warren, goes out, tries to get over there quickly to Darcy Clifford, can't get it, turns around, picks up there, goes back in, Hoffman for the Willunga, comes back out, here they go, straight on the chest of this player there in Warmington. Miles Warmington, centre half forward, he can go out wider, he's going to go short. Is it close? That looks pretty short. But the umpire said go. Here he goes. Turns around, picks up there. It looks like it's Nicholas Scanlon. Scanlon goes. Bass is screaming for him, but he has to go backwards. Turns around, drives up, kicks up, goes off, goes into the forward pocket. Up they go. Spy to each other. Creeks pick the ball up in the back pocket, kick it out, and they find their player in Darcy Clifford. Clubroom side, back to where it was about 3 minutes ago. Turns around, goes up, he just kicks it up, see that wind starting to hit it a bit, goes out, comes back out. Willunga trying to pick up, handball back inside, Bass gets it, a little gas, he gets his kick to it, goes out, goes over quickly, bang, umpire couldn't see that was high. And it was turned around and it gets a ball up on the wing position clubroom side. The Curran goes up, pushes it. Creeks get it, goes out, goes over. He gets going. How could he get rid of that? Can't get out to it. The Creeks row cover up onto it, goes over. Over the back it comes. Now it's a foot race going on. Picks up here quickly into Lachlan Scott to try and get it. Wind turn around, picks all up there, goes off onto there, goes over there. Thank you very much. Drives it into the schoolyard.
Hi, I'm Jamie, manager at Telstra Store Victor Harbour. If you need help with anything tech related, we're here to help.
If you're having problems with your phone or internet, we can give you a bit more help than just telling you to turn it off and on again.
And if you need a new phone or entertainment bundle, we can show you some options. And this is what we have.
So feel free to pop in for a friendly chat anytime. We look forward to seeing you at Telstra Store Victor Harbour soon.
Flying over that side of the world, they don't hear much about them.
Yeah, I think they were lucky the 2-week rest really come for all their players, and now they're just going to open everything up again.
Umpire throws the ball up high again. Up it goes. In goes in there. Bass just knocked it down one hand. The ball's on the ground. Was probably handballed away then, and the umpire will come in now and throw it up again. Still in the centre circle. Up it goes again. Bass just pushes it down. Well, he might have pushed it down to himself then, the way he went with it. Here's a chance now. Bird out there. Couldn't get the hold of the ball that time, and it's gone down the ground now. And Langhorne Creek could come out with that. The player in front there couldn't take the mark. Hand pass over there from Brownie. All went away, and there is a free kick out there from too high, and that has gone to Jake Dominish. He looks down the round a little bit further.
Kellogg couldn't touch it. No, we're going to have a bit of a discussion.
Well, it's no good going to the boundary umpire. Look where he was. He can't tell whether someone's touched it or not.
Yeah, it was a fair way out.
Oh,
I think Poppy's good call there. I reckon that was probably right on the money. So
yeah,
probably a good call there.
Could be right there too. Anyway, boundary umpire's got hold of it now. In it goes. Good throw in there. None of the ruckman really got used to that one, but the ball's on the ground now. And there was a holding the ball free kick out there, and that is a Dominish. Not sure which one it is. Matthew, is it?
Run with a bun on the back.
And Matthew's got the ball. That's a long kick in. It goes across the boundary line. It goes and out of bounds. So it's out of bounds, just alongside the right hand point post, down the school end here at the Willunga Oval. The umpire's got hold of it. Going to get in a little bit higher. That one's a good throw in from there this time. Quick kick out of the pack down there by Darcy Scott. And the mark has gone back. Blackwell. So Blackwell's got it. Not too far out to score, but if anyone marks this one, they could get it. And they have, and that is Cliggett. And he's right in for a goal.
Well, I'll write that down. Even Mitch can't miss from there.
No, I don't think Mitch
I'll say nothing just to keep him clean.
He hasn't kicked a goal yet. Anyway, he's going back now. Could be on a slight angle out there, but that wouldn't matter much. Comes in now, just walks in. It's a ball. A bit of an awkward looking kick, isn't it? Anyway, it's gone straight through the goals, and that is.
Ponga Selix 1-2, Mount Compass 5-5, Yankalilla 1 point.
Poppy with the footy again, up in the air they go. Tap down, Hunt goes up with the footy, and Rogers, 2-17, do battle. None of them can get it. Beathy comes in, Beathy's being held on to and holding the ball. Trev wins first. Hellier with the kick, Trev.
Hellier now for the Creeks, drives this ball up to centre half forward. Up they go, over the back, Ryan McGregor couldn't quite get it. Too much crowd in there. Creeks now out with the ball, comes out here, crew to Jed Roth, he goes out wide, pushes it down, Spoil comes down. Willunga in the ball, picked up here, that's held. bounced in. Creeks throw it all out. Out they go to McGregor. He just quickly drops it like a hot spud. Comes back out through, goes onto there, and it's a throw against Kobe Hellier, and the Willunga will do it relief from the back lines.
He's a relation to Ken Follett.
Certainly is.
His daughter's
grandson. So now they're told to go on with it. Goes up further out there. That one there was Danny Irvine for Willunga, and he finds his player out in the, just still on the forward flank there for Creeks. Goes up now, up to the forward. Stanfield can't get it. He goes for a smash away. Goes back, comes back around to them. Goes quickly off there to Toddy Martin. Up and under it goes off. And there it is. Creek player still down out there. They're ruckman too.
That's Rogers.
Goes right onto the chest here of Scott Hunt, I think it is.
Yeah, that's
Hunt with it. Creek players up. He's
been
a bit
a
sore,
good
I think.
paddock, by the look of it.
Turns around, yeah. There's a couple there out there who's looking a bit like that too. So, anyhow, Willunga now. Scott Brown with it. Over on that forward flank. Far side though. Goes out, up and under, over the back. Creeks are the only ones reading out there. Comes out there through Kane Rogers. He was on the ground a while ago.
Jones.
He goes out. Handball kick comes over. Finds this player in the back. Here out in the wing if they got it. Can't go wide enough. Goes in too far. He's going to have to bounce it. Wait for it. Picks it all up. He'll go back to his player. No, he won't. Steps inside. Goes out and finds his player. That was Jed Rothy. Rothy now goes off over to them, goes off into the centre, and he finds his player now. Creeks are starting to open this up a bit now in Ben Arbin. Arbin goes forward, goes out there.
Kellogg.
Big stretch and collar, can't get it. Hanging onto the leg out there, goes out, and the umpire sees it that way, and it'll be a free kick to Willunga.
Fair bit of hanging onto the legs today, boys. What's going on?
Comes back to Scott
slows
Hunt.
him down a bit though.
Got that one right.
Scott Hunt, you wouldn't want to be tripping him up with the leg, would you? Because if he falls down, he's going to kill you falling on top of you. So anyway, goes back up there. Handball comes in. Side steps around. He's gone. Bye-bye. Had the chance. Couldn't see it coming. Come from the back. That was Lachlan Scott got caught there, and there. Out they go. Burdette comes in. Oh no, it's not. It was there. Looked a bit like him loping. Goes around and goes off into it. Joe Colwell goes out, goes up in the forward flank, finds his player, handballs inside, goes around, he's hot, goes around, just gets the handball, not good enough, throw, says the umpire, and the Creeks will pick it up and get a relieving kick in the back flank. Goes up, finds his player quickly there, and Matthew Tonkin. Matthew Tonkin now drives this ball out wider. They're running from the back lines now, the Creek boys. This is going to make Willunga really work. Turns around, they pick up, out comes the lead, stretch, can't get shoved in the back. Silly play by Tyson Hoffman then.
Advantage.
FAD goes up, goes over
Slips
there,
catch.
gets his one, and that could be Kellogg.
It is.
It is, looks like him there. So Jared Kellogg now for Langhorne Creek will have a shot for goal. Going to kick from 40, please.
He puts this one through, it's a fair sort of difference.
They're making their run now. Willunga's trying to bottle it up, but unfortunately it's given their back lines the full huge run. Up and under, that's going to be short. Turns around, pack goes up, can't go over. Umpire's looking hardly into there. Comes back out, and Willunga now come out. Burdette, reliable. Comes out, goes out wide.
Meagle.
Finds his player in Meagle, right out in the wing now. Top side. Comes back in. That looks like a water bottle getting tossed around there.
I wonder what that was.
I thought it was someone's boot. I thought the bloke had kicked into his boot in here, but it's a mouth guard or something, not a shin guard, I think. So yeah, so it goes back to the coach. Nemo goes back to Brown for Willunga. Willunga don't know what to do. He's going to go right back to full back. This is in trouble. You got him in trouble when you know you keep doing this. Off they go. Turns around, comes out, and he finds his player, which is good into there. That one there was Mills, Harrison Mills. Goes out, comes over the back now. Dominish gets it, goes back inside, picks it all up, turns around quickly. That's not 15. He's called to play on, but he handballs, so it doesn't matter. Round he comes, Hal goes so. Bingo. Thank you very much. FBA score.
At Shed Boss, we don't just build sheds, we engineer them. We build to your individual requirements, from residential to commercial, large or small. Everybody's needs are different. Built with premium Australian-made steel, our patented bracket system and concrete anchored foot bracing, constructed by licensed shed builders, means you'll get an affordable quality carport, rural or commercial shed. Shed Boss. Built strong, built right.
We're going, fellows, we've got a cheerio to go out to Bob Burton.
We were talking about
He
that
was
before
going
the
on
game,
to
weren't
that.
we?
Yeah, we
Up in
just must
Darwin.
say cheers to him up in Darwin. Hope he's enjoying the cast.
If it's the same Bob Burton we know.
Yeah, umpire tosses the ball up in the centre.
Hanging on, free kick Willunga.
Free kick has gone
Oh,
out
that is fit 25. He handed it to the man on the mark, who then threw it back.
Oh, he nearly fell over. Tried to dance around down there. Scott Brown kicks it into the forward line. Not a good kick in there. It's gone straight to the
Derham.
opposition down there to Derham.
Blackwell.
And Derham over to Blackwell. And Blackwell slow play down for a while by the look of this. Comes in there, just puts the boot in it. There's a little bit of a nudge down there, but lets that one go all right.
Oh, here's a burn over.
This could really hurt him here. And this open forward line that's gone into here should be picked up out there. Oh,
Too high.
There was too high.
There you go.
Over the shoulder.
Too much pressure.
Creeks will have a shot on goal.
Willunga are cracking, just missing targets and everything there.
Missing targets, and that was a bit of a lazy tackle then, you'd have to say. And it's gone out here now to
Jed
Rothy. And he should be able to get this one through from there. It's not. He'll kick this from about 45. Just crosses the arc now, comes in, couple of steps, puts the ball in there, the ball comes around, and it's one minor score only. So 7 goals 2 to Langhorne Creek, 2 goals 2 to Willunga.
Good out to bring the football back in again. They're going to bring it down change room side this time. Bottom side, they do. The kick comes in to no advantage. It went straight through the slips there in Tonkin. Comes back out to Brown to Meagle. Meagle will get it now. He's got time to get a kick away. He does. Goes for the inside zone. He does make it. Willunga need to run and spread themselves out. Billy Cook's the man. Kicks it in forward. They run. They turn off of it. That is Nelson. Nelson goes for home. Trying to set it up. There's no one there. She's bouncing up on through. Boundary line's going to beat them all. I think it is. No, nobody touched it. So it's a free kick, Langhorne Creek. Well, that was a big build-up for nothing. Ball comes back in. Inside it goes to Dave Warren. Dave Warren now playing at the back line. Last time when we did a game over the creek, Dave Warren kicked 5 goals. Ball comes out to Hellier. He can't grab hold of it. Not having his best day, as in Kobe. Still warm to the task. Tucker off the ground it is by a Matthew Dominish. The run on through that looked like a Kellogg going through. There's a wrestle on down here. Hanging on. Free kick to Willunga. Winner, Dave Curran. And Darcy Scott with the kick will go out wide, out to Burdett. Clubroom side wing this time.
Probably a toss-up that last one.
No.
The 50-50. I think I've led it a bit more with Trevor. That one.
Yes.
Ball comes back out to Willunga. Still got it. This time in centre wing. Trying to centre up the football. Centre half forward's the target. And here she comes. Out they run for it. Beathy's too far at the back of the pack to get that one. A punch has come out. It's gone to the boundary umpire. The boundary umpire says, I'll have it. And we'll weak it back in. Looks like a bit of stings taken out of Willunga. There's a lot of them running around there with hands on hips.
Yeah, if you play that defensive role like that, you've got to get in quick, and they couldn't score a goal with no one there. They're too defensive.
The 2 champs go in, the boss and Bass. Come back around. Chance here for Hoffman. Hoffman loads up the 40 looks good, and Big Jakey Stanfield, is it? Has taken a good mark, probably 35-40 metres out directly in front. Well, he started off the day okay. He's got the 2 on the board, the only 2 for Willunga.
Points so far in this quarter, Nifty. That's all they scored.
It's unbelievable, Langhorne Creek. And they've had the better last half too, Langhorne Creek, over the season journey. So Willunga will need this one from Big Jakey. He comes through. I think he's done it okay for the big boys. He has. The goal umpire comes straight to the centre. A goal.
At Shed Boss, we don't just build sheds, we engineer them. We build to your individual requirements, from residential to commercial, large or small. Everybody's needs are different. Built with premium Australian-made steel, our patented bracket system and concrete anchored foot bracing, constructed by licensed shed builders, means you'll get an affordable quality carport, rural or commercial shed. Shed Boss. Built strong, built right.
0-1. They were the quarter time scores. Back here at Willunga Oval, ball back in the centre and up she goes. Up goes Bass, can't get it. Went down there by Seller, goes out, goes over, picks up there by Hoffman. Hoffman goes forward for Willunga. Thump comes out, goes over to Blackwell now. Creeks were at it well. Comes out, goes up on the wing true side. Beautifully trap over there. That one was Kobe Hellier. He goes forward, comes out, tries to come over the back. The Creeks are running. Out they go. Now they've broken it out. Goes off over there. Turns around, goes through, misses it. And they've got the coach standing at centre half forward here, and he's screaming it, and he's taken a number off of his back and said, finals, you might not be in them.
Jackson Dallett's the young fella come in too. He kicked 3 last week. I think he kicked the opening goal last week for the Creek, so he's going all right, Jackson. Don't forget, the coach missed one a while ago.
This is not Birdie again.
It is Birdie yet again.
The blue boots.
You don't get a stat for kickings, though, Kev.
Yeah, of course you do.
No, it doesn't count.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
He kicked it in short. The ball's marked down there by Hoffman. Hoffman kicks it into the centre, and it goes over the 2 players that fall over each other. He kicked it straight at the man on the mark, and it's gone out there. And
he's gone holding the ball.
Just get rid of it at the right time. Holding the ball, says the umpire. And the free kick goes out here to Willunga. He almost played on and
has to,
did himself in trouble then. It's gone over Meagle. Meagle's got it over the top here to Hoffman. Hoffman gets it back to Meagle. Meagle gets it across there to McDonald. And the ball will eventually get down the other end, over the top of the players. It goes over towards the boundary line over there.
Oh, pick up.
And it's just kept in.
Jakey again for 4. No, missed.
A point only. So it's a minor score only to Willunga. They go to 3-3 to Langhorne Creek. 7 goals. 2.
Big Jakey scoreboard. They needed that one. Bit of a let off.
Ball quickly comes in by the Creeks. They've drived it out now. Up the top side goes over.
Good grab.
Now it is by Salah, and a big mark there by him. It's on that back flank. Forward semi to the wing. He goes up now. He drives this one straight up and down. Goes over. Willunga in the best position. Comes out. Picks it all up. Handball goes out by Burdett. Gets over there. Comes over to Willunga. Inside, and he finds Hoffman's. Has controlling the ball a bit better. Now he goes. Plays on. Drives it out here quick. Over it goes. He's never going to get over the one there. And it goes to Darcy Clifford for the Creeks. He goes back in. Finds his player in Kobe Hellier. Turns around, now that goes up, he'll come back, clubroom side, drives it out quick, goes out here, finds out there, and he'll find his player in Jed Rothy. Jed Rothy now, Creeks are just controlling this one as they want and how they want. Goes up now, goes up in the forward, up they go, up in the bottom, picked up there by Willunga, goes out, Bass has now got it. He has to go back because there's virtually no one around. Drives out wide, goes out extremely wide, finds his player out there in the back, and it's in the back flank. There they go. Nothing really going for him. You can see it's stop-start for him. Told to go on with it. Drives up, and he drives up now, just kicks up. It's all Creeks. All Creeks. That's poor giving over.
Big seller.
Better off to check him out. So, there it is. Creeks control, and he'll come over. He'll look for someone. He's got a couple inside. Turns round, goes off. Hellier was one of them. He just drives the ball up now. Goes up in the forward lines. Thump comes from behind, hits down there. Creeks picked it all over, goes out there, get all over that, dropped it all out. Willunga now, out with the ball. Tyson Hoffman can't get it, picks it all up, he gets too high, goes back to Hoffman. Hoffman goes out it goes, stretches out and he finds it, he drops it.
Todd Martin.
Player Todd Martin dropped that one, now they're under pressure again, they've lost the ball. Oh, they go, Alley for Langhorne Creek goes up, out they go out to there, turns around, player, people inside there, nearly got run over by the players. Willunga ran the ball out. Comes off, comes inside again. Wants to go screaming out there. The Meagle goes out. Bass gets it in there. And in they come running from the side. Comes over to Meagle now. Meagle for the Willunga side. They've got it. He goes off. Oh, there they goes. There's a silly mistakes around that goes around onto it and they go back over it to it and they're forced back into the back pocket. Kevy, can you take over and blind?
Yeah, he's got a kid trip. Ball's got right there, the Willunga player. He couldn't keep it in. He was just there by himself. Obviously it bounced away and it's gone across the line. Very close to the half-time siren here at the moment. We're about 26 minutes into the quarter. Boundary umpire's got hold of it. And he goes. Good throw in by the boundary umpire out there. Bass is in front, just knocks it down straight to his teammate out there, and away they go down that far side of the ground. player there had hold of it. Umpire lets play go on out there. Over it goes out there to that was Billy Cook, and down the ground it goes now, and it's gone out here to Stanfield. Stanfield pushes it down the ground, and across the line it goes to be thrown in as Billy Cook stands there and watches the boundary umpire come and get it.
It's just not going to hands for Willunga, is it?
No,
There's
they're
so
going
many
wide
marks.
and then they're making mistakes. They're having to make it because they've
probably
gone
haven't
too defensive.
Probably haven't had too many of these type of games lately anyway. It doesn't matter.
That's the end of that.
There it goes. There is time. And now it is half time here at the Willunga Oval with the visitors there. Langhorne Creek 7-2, leading Willunga 3-3.
Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies have over 40 years experience in mining and blending soils and organics. We're specialists in turf soils, landscaping and organic blends. Customised washed sands for horse arenas, sports grounds and building sands. We also have a large range of decorative stones, gravels, mulches and pine barks. From car trailers to all truckloads. Wholesale Quarry Direct. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies, 86 Sandmine Road, Mount Compass. Open Monday to Friday 7am to 4pm and Saturday 7am to 11am. Phone 8556 8421.
Today, Marcus Burdett plays his 500th A-grade game. I mean, a few weeks ago, I thought this day had never come around.
Yeah, COVID's thrown plenty of twists and turns in there for us, and finally it's arrived, and yeah, it's been a long year with obviously COVID, and obviously this sort of knowing that I was going to hit the 500 at some point this year, so it's an exciting week.
Well, you've made it by one day, really, haven't you?
Yeah, one day, and with the game, it's going to be it's an exciting game too.
And it's a pity your parents can't be along with you. They've followed you through a fair bit of the football, haven't they?
Yeah, well, Mum and Dad obviously been there since day one. Played football, senior footy with Dad, and unfortunately they can't come over the border from Horsham because of the COVID again. So, luckily enough, the game's going to be on the TV, so they can sit back at home and watch that and hopefully enjoy the moment as well.
Yeah, they'll be able to enjoy it a bit more warmer, I reckon. They might have longer.
Yeah, it'll be nice and warm sitting at home inside, definitely.
Anyway, I had a brief look at your history so far, and it looks like you played on just about every oval around the place. You've been in a lot of clubs and a lot of leagues in your time. And is there any reason for that? I mean, have you had to move around for jobs or anything like that?
No, so firstly, when I moved over from Victoria, I finished school and had the opportunity to have a crack at SANFL back in 2001 when I first moved over from Horsham, and played the 4 or 5 years at Port Allied Magpies, and then on to Glenelg for a couple of years, and then in 2007 went to Mount Compass, and then played the years there, and then I think it was 4 years at Mount Compass, and then went back home and played 1 year in 2010 back with my brother, back at home club in Hopeton, which was very good, enjoyable, a bit of travel, but definitely worth doing. Going back, helping the home club out where I could, and had a really enjoyable year with them. So.
Is that Hopetown club still going?
So the club is still going, so they've merged now, so it's now Southern Valley Giants. So Hopeton and Beulah, who back in the day were huge rival clubs, almost probably like a Willunga and McLaren Vale type of situation, only up the road from each other, and now that they've absolutely gone leaps and bounds, by merging. They're a strong club at the moment, and they've won a couple of flags over the last couple of years as well.
A few years ago you went there and played one game, is that right?
Yeah, we played one game. So I've done it a couple of times. It was basically because we had a bye here, and had the opportunity to go back and play a game with my brother, and then there was also another game there where I played. So my brother, my cousin was coaching, and then I also had another cousin that was playing as well. So there was 4 of us that played in the one game, and that was pretty exciting for the whole family as well. It was good.
What made you choose Mount Compass?
Well, probably the lovely lady in the back seat here. Yeah,
Did you know her before that?
Yeah, knew her before that. So she, I met Taryn while I was at Port Adelaide during the years there, and then after I finished sort of playing the SANFL, and that was probably the obvious choice for me to play at Mount Compass for those years, and then.
Your time at Port Adelaide, was that enjoyable or hard work?
It's always hard work, I guess you get out what you put in, and I was prepared to work as hard as I could to go as far as I could. So the years I had Steve Williams, start out as the coach there, and I really had a great time under Steve, and he was always a good coach, and I still keep in contact with him every now and then. Now I see him around, and had some great times with him.
Did it work out all right for a while, or did you just decide to give it away and try something else?
Well, basically at the end of, actually midway through the 4th season there, actually it was 5th season, 4.5 years in, it was actually Matthew Knight's first year as the coach at the Port Magpies. We parted ways, and then I decided I went back to Victoria and played the second half of the season back home again. So, and then that's when I came back in 2005 back to Glenelg.
And played there for what, 2 or 3 years, I think.
Played 2 years at Glenelg. Majority of my first season there. Played in the reserves, and then the second season I played a bit of both. So ended up playing maybe a dozen or so, 15 league games maybe at Glenelg. So.
And then you ended up at South Adelaide as the last league club you played.
That was the last league club, that was in 2008. So 2006 I left Glenelg, and then 2007 was my first year at Mount Compass. And that year I won the male medal in the Great Southern, and then from there Souths came out and sort of had a chat, and ended up at South in early 2008 when John Cale was coaching. So we sort of had for a brief time, had that connection with Port Adelaide when I was there. So he was keen to sort of get me out and give it a crack. So went out there for about 8 games, I think. So.
And then you were back into the local football. I mean, that was a real bonus for us, for the Great Southern Football League, coming back. You seemed to be in the best players most of the time. You played in all the association matches that were available, and you were one of the first players picked. Yeah,
as I said, once I left SANFL, I always wanted to play as high level as I could, and Great Southern was a great competition, and still is a fantastic competition within South Australia. So I gave it all, and I wanted to play in those association games, and which led on to obviously to the country championships and the state stuff. And while I was still able to and fit and healthy, I'd give it everything I could to play.
And you still made those state teams back in Victoria too.
Yeah, the year I went back there, I was able to, in 2010, I got selected in the big country team, which we travelled away to Canberra for the week and played in the Australian Country Championships in 2010. So that was good fun.
Those Victorian state teams are hard to beat.
Yeah, there's some good teams in the Victorian countryside. So. There's plenty of money in the country Vic, and so you do get a lot of good footballers go through that system, and if they're prepared to play in the association and state stuff, then they make strong sides.
They seem to get them to do it fairly easy, don't they, the Victorians?
Yeah.
I know it's a bit harder in South Australia to beat those sides and match it with them for a while, but not beat them.
Yeah. Well, see, Victoria, and they have two sides as well. So they have the Vic Country, and then they sort of run a Vic Metro. So the country ones generally aren't quite as strong as the Vic Metro ones, but there's some good footballers going around in both of them over in Victoria. They get a lot of good players.
How do you keep yourself so fit?
I do a lot of outside of obviously football. Summertime I've been playing Gaelic football over the last probably 4 or 5 years, and that's been good for fitness for me. It's very footy orientated, so you get a lot of running and movement as well. So it's good for pre-season because it's played obviously during the summer. So great for pre-season, but other than that, I do a lot of bike riding, which is Saturday mornings I'll go for a 100k ride.
Not before playing football?
Not before playing football, no.
What's Saturday morning?
Saturday mornings in the summertime, and which is get up early and just go out and get it done, and then spend the rest of the time with the family. So.
Well, after the 500 games today, where do you look at going from? What's the story for Marcus from now on?
Well,
I think Taryn thinks you might give it away. Is that right?
Yeah. No, Taryn. Oh, yeah. I mean, my family have been huge support for me. Forever basically. So from mum and dad to Taryn and the kids, they enjoy coming to the football every week, and from now it's it's a matter of firstly finishing off this season, and then next season will be just a matter of whether our body can hold up and whether I can go another season. I'll probably have to wait and see. It gets harder.
Anyway, good luck today, Marcus. All the best to you.
No worries.
Hope you have a great game, and I hope you have a good final series too.
No worries at all.
Thanks for your time today.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you very much, Ian, and Trev can update you on those scores. We've got them from all around the grounds. The Corks, the Bosses out the front here in the glorious sunshine here at Willunga, and Kev's been hot on the phone. Trev's got the scores, and the players are out in their huddles at the moment, so we can get them all to you.
Right, if we go, you got your pen ready, Ian.
Certainly have, Trev.
Right, McLaren, 5 goals 3. Strathalbyn, 2 goals 6. Port Elliot, 13 goals 4. Victor Harbour, 7 goals 6. Encounter Bay, 3 goals 6. My Ponga Selix, 2 goals 6. Yankalilla 4-6. Mount Compass 12-6. And of course the score here is Langhorne Creek 7-4 to Willunga 3-3.
See why we pay you big bucks, Trev.
That certainly is, and they're always correct on them too. So, but a couple of games there, Ian, have tightened up pretty well. The Bays are really struggling against my Ponga Selix.
No one can kick a goal, didn't
Yeah, and of course McLaren Strath is a low game, but McLaren's have got that one on. So yeah, so it's certainly a couple there that are close and not getting away. But we're almost ready here, mate.
Ready to rock and roll.
Take it away.
Thank you very much, Ian. And David Curran with the football in the middle of the ground. Here we go. Start of the third term. So Willunga had a good chat at half time. The ball's been up and down. We've got a free kick out of the middle already. And big Billy Bass will come in and get the free kick. So whatever Mitch said at half time has worked so far. Bass with the free kick. Goes short and comes Nelson. Goes to play on straight away and gets away with it. Inbound they go and straight in, straight down the midst. A big Jakey Stanfield. He's kicked 3 goals, the only 3 goals that Willunga have. And Jakey's got one 15 metres out directly in front. Well, that's how you started, Dave.
Yeah, well, you certainly do.
Whatever Mitch said at half time's worked so far. First 30 seconds, bang. That's it, boy. How easy is it?
I wonder how long they
I don't know.
take retention of what he said.
Big Jakey Stanfield comes in. Big Jakey's pumping the air. The goal umpire says, oh, yes, indeed, Jake
South
Stanfield.
Coast Realty is an independent, locally owned and operated real estate business, incorporating sales and property management of both permanent and holiday rentals. We're heavily involved in the local community, with offices in Victor Harbour and Normanville. Our professional and friendly staff can assist you with all your real estate needs. With well over 6,000 registered buyers on our database, all wanting to purchase properties on the South Coast, we really do stand out in the crowd. South Coast Realty, helping you stand out in the crowd. Give us a call today.
To come in to repeat the ball up once again, still in that centre circle. Up they go, goes around, turns around, gets out the crease, get it onto it. Handball goes up and down, he grabs his own, turns around, goes out. Goes up onto there, up in the back lines, comes out quickly, goes around there, quick to Cameron McDonald. McDonald goes up the wing, over the top here, goes out, into the front, goes out. Out they come. Meagle gets it, Meagle goes back, now comes over, comes around to McDonald again, goes out onto here, up into the forward lines and goes over, right into the pocket, go over nifty.
Beatty nearly marked that one with his 2 feet, and Beatty's going to get a free kick. He went up and over, and the ball's nearly stuck in between his feet. It'd be deemed as a mark because it never would have hit the ground, but he couldn't juggle it. But anyway, out of all this lot, Beatty's got a free kick.
And he's crept around just a little.
And he's going to sneak around a bit more when Poppy turns his back on him. 3 umpires here today, they're not letting him go. Shawnee Beath on his way in from 45 metres out, stuck it up in the atmosphere, it's bending away, it's staying right and it's going right. And 1 point only will be the result. So Willunga 4 goals 4. Langhorne Creek 7 goals 4 on the FB Ag scoreboard. It's been scoring one way for Willunga so far, Kev.
And that wind's still blowing down there from the kick in now. That's a good kick in. It's gone almost down the centre of the ground. Umpire pays the free kick there. With the shoulder. So we go back and get the ball himself. He thought he might have had a teammate there to give him a hand. Just the 12 metres. It's gone in, and Rothy hits the ball. He puts it down, goes down the wing in front of the change rooms down there. The ball's just inside the boundary line, and it's no longer inside the boundary line. The umpire spoilt the party there and will throw the ball in. Got hold of the ball, just in the sun at the moment. In it goes. Oh, that's going short, very short, that one. Bit more oomph needed there. The ball now is almost on the wing. And the players are just watching the ball come in, and here's a chance now. The ball bounces right. Colwell's got it. Down the ground he goes. Here's a chance again for Willunga, if they can grab hold of it. There's not much help down there in the forward line, and the ball should come out loose here. No, it doesn't come out loose. Ball will be taken back in down there, and the boundary umpire says it's gone out. On the half back line for Langhorne Creek. The boundary umpire's got hold of it now. The frenetic pace of the start of the game has slowed down a little bit now. In goes the ball. Try to be picked up out there by the Creek. They can't pick it up. And the umpire says, give it to me and I'll throw it up again. A little bit of congestion coming into it.
Plenty of congestion in there, isn't there?
Yeah. Umpire just grabs hold of one hand, tosses it up out of the way. Here's a kick into the forward line out here. Down it comes. Oh, player then run around
Todd
the ears. But now the ball goes back into the centre. Out it goes. Should be picked up down here by the little fella out there, McGregor. McGregor just puts his boot to it. Coming through now. Here's a chance for Willunga again to get it back. And it's taken down there by the Willunga. It's gone over to Nelson. Nelson gets it quickly across down there to Burdett, I think it was. And the ball now just stays inside the boundary line. And not much happening here, Nifty, at the moment. It's 7 goals 4 to 4 goal 4 with Langhorne Creek with a fairly handy lead.
Yeah. Water's underneath the 40. Been quiet today, the skip. They need to usually bring something to the game. It's half times for he's got to be in. Everybody in. They look a little bit better in the Willunga coming out for the start. Ball comes up from Bass, gets out the back door. The back line works well for McTompton. Derham comes out. Rogers, here could be a chance for Meagle. Can't intercept. Beathy underneath the football. Arvin for Langhorne Creek gets it. Chips one high up in the air. It'll be okay for Jake Dominic. Got no one really to go too long as yet. They're trying to cut him off. He's just waiting on it, waiting for the leads to come. He has to hog it, go down towards the interchange gate. Pops it up in the air, looking for Cleggett. Wasn't there, but Hoffman floats across the back. Takes the mark, can go inbound into the centre. He can go. Oh, Daisy Cutter. Did that make it? I don't reckon it did. Bass. I reckon it slipped on the bounce. Bass has to go off with the dance. Quickly does and finds Warmington. Warmington, where are you, big Jakey? He's presenting. No, that's Scotty Hunt. He can't do it. Here comes Jakey. He's on the lead. He's the man on fire. Give it to him. Was it touch?
He's paid the mark and it come off hands.
And 25 metres as well. Well, you've got to play the whistle. You've got to play the whistle, boys. Like, we might have seen it. I didn't see it. I looked straight down the ground to see big Jakey coming out my mitts. And now from 40 metres out, slide angle, he's going to kick away from us, Jakey. Can he kick? No, number 5 for him. Big Jakey Stanfield. The big fella's on fire today. 5 for Jakey. 5 goal for Willunga. 7.
Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Get the power.
Argued, he might have been all right.
Argue with Poppy?
He didn't stop.
Yeah. So we're back in the centre after that one. But that's short kicks too, they're dangerous. Up they go. In they go. Bass can't get to it, comes back out, turns around. Kellogg gets it for the Creeks, pushes the ball out forward now, comes out, turns around. Seller can't get it out, goes up, it's recovered there quickly by the Creeks though. Goes after Lully.
Seller's hurt his knee.
Goes over. He's turned around, oh no, stretcher time, get him out. We get him every year with that, so it goes out. Quickly it goes out. So now it's Altus, Braden Altus for Willunga. Willunga now got the second breath up. How they come to Bass. Bass goes out, comes out there to Hunt. Hunt goes in, grabs it, turns around, not a good kick coming off, going over top. Jake Stanfield gets it, pushes it through and rushes through for a minor score. As a rushed, and we'll give it to him anyway because he's a multiple score kicker there. So FPH scoreboard, 5 goals, 5 now to the Creek.
Creeks play on quickly with it.
Oh, Meagle, what was that?
There's a shocker by Meagle then. Didn't really kick it at all. The ball's on the ground and the umpire will have to come in here and throw it up.
That was the biggest Scheissenhausen kick you could ever get. And that was Herman's German too. He's got me that one. That was Feeks, what are you doing?
Yeah, the umpire throws it up again. Over it goes. Here's a chance now for Kellogg. Kellogg's got it. Kicks it down almost to centre half forward, the back of the pack.
Lockie tried it.
Lockie McGregor tries to take a hanger. He normally does one of them in a game.
Yeah, give him time.
The ball comes down. Here's a chance again. It's gone across there to Rothy. Rothy's got hold of it and it goes further down the ground. And
it's going to be untouched. That has to be a free kick.
Across the ground and out of bounds.
It's free kick. He handballed it and it's gone over untouched.
Lockie McGregor it is with the footy, Kev. Yep, sorry, Kev's around the corner. Plenty ET recovery here.
Neck's not long enough.
Lockie McGregor fires the one in. Called out from the back of the pack. Well done to Willunga. They called Langhorne Creek out. And Willunga have taken a reliever mark in the back lines. Going up long. Big Jakey stand. Well, why wouldn't you go for Big Jakey? He's doing everything out there. Meagle's at the back up, man. Comes around to Scooter Brown. Scooter just jams it on the boot. Bounces up over there. Hunt could get it. Not. Well done. Seller goes in. Hunt comes through for the body work. Doesn't happen. Goes over to Jonesy. Jonesy's all wrapped up. It's a 1-on-1, 50-50. Umpire Rice will come in and just ball it up.
I wonder Seller can walk. He's got that
He
much stuff
slid
on his
awkwardly in the middle, and I reckon their wints come out. Bell comes out the background. It goes again. The kick forward by Rothy. Rothy goes up. The Birdman's underneath it. The Birdie 500. He gets going again. The roll comes on. The kick comes back out for Willunga. Out towards Beathy. Got to run on. Got to get it. They've got to keep momentum rolling. The handball comes up. Handball comes up. It comes up to that was Caldwell. Caldwell gets the footy, slips it into the middle, and finds teammate up in there. I reckon that was Warmington. It is.
Yeah, well, somebody else might get a chance to kick a goal here. Stanfield's got the lot so far.
Well, he's standing in the split right on the line. Big hanger. Warmington. Distance shouldn't be a problem. Taking in plenty of breath at the moment. Warmington kicks this one. We've got game back on. On his way in. Kick on its way. Goal umpire, goal umpire. They're already clapping it down there. It's getting punched to bits out there. Goal umpire comes.
This is what Willunga came out with at the beginning last week, and they've taken till half time to get a bit fired up. Back in the centre, up they go. Goes up to Scott Hunt, can't get it out though. Comes up, Willunga picks the ball up through the players, goes out quickly again, goes out. Handball comes out in the centre now. Now the runs are coming. So out goes Hunt, that was late tackle in on there too. Out they go to Big Jakey, got handled and couldn't get back to it.
Got it.
Now he kicks up,
he kicked an absolute ripper!
Umpire's back.
Oh, kidding me.
Take him off, get rid of that umpire, you don't need him. So on the FPH scoreboard, Willunga go to 6-5 to Langhorne Creek 7-4.
Oh, good mark be taken right in front of us there here by Rothy, Jed Rothy. Rothy's marked it on the wing, puts the ball further down the ground and uses the change rooms out there as a bit of a stop for the wind. Umpire Dow will throw the ball up. Up it goes. Seller gets a hand pass out. Gets it out to Rothy. Rothy gets it across there to Hellier. and Hellier puts it down to the half forward line. Almost a juggle mark.
Free kick.
They push a free kick out down there, and that might not have been his best bet out there to do that, because he's going to pay for it, something chronic here. And Blackwell's got it now. Almost right at centre half forward. Floater, and down he goes. Here's a chance out here for the little blokes and Lockie McGregor. He always comes good with one of them.
Tyranny.
And through the goals it goes.
At Shed Boss, we don't just build sheds, we engineer them. We build to your individual requirements, from residential to commercial, large or small. Everybody's needs are different. Built with premium Australian-made steel, our patented bracket system and concrete anchored foot bracing, constructed by licensed shed builders, means you'll get an affordable quality carport, rural or commercial shed. Shed Boss. Built strong, built right.
You had an electronic one last week, you two, and you still couldn't run that.
Oh, well, we try. I should have it now too, so.
Well, it'd be handy, better.
Yeah, we should fit the scoreboard. You'll get more money then too. Yeah. Back in the centre, up they go. Goes up there by Hunt going out there for Willunga. He goes forward, goes up, running back, which is a good game mark there. And that one goes to Thomas Durham. Creeks now goes out to Blackwell. Top side, they're trying to steady this down now. Shut Willunga down while they're getting hot. Off he goes up the wing, went too far, goes right over the back, turns around, Hunt gets it forward, Hamble goes over, turns around now, goes over to Brown. Brown goes again with his Hamble to Colwell. Comes over there now, up centre half forward, out they come, trapped up and down it goes, comes out, all the Creeks though, goes out wide, over the back, McGill will get this one, over he goes. Turns around, sidesteps, goes around, kicks it all up and finds Hoffman. Hoffman takes his eyes off it, hits him on the head and recovers. He is not really having a good one. Got away with that one. Quickly comes back to Danny Irvine. Irvine kicks the ball over and hits the Creek player on the back. Comes out to the coach. Seller gets the ball now, kicks it out, comes out there, turns around, double juggle, goes out back to Seller. Seller drives this ball back, goes out, nobody really in the run here, goes up. Creeks get it, comes over there, comes back out there quickly, handball goes over, goes up, McGregor's trying to use the body on it, turns around, goes up, Soccer's off the ground, and he's got a kicking in danger.
Yep.
And Willunga will be recipients in the back flank. Goes back to them now. Here comes Clubroom side, finds out and he finds out. Brown, Scott Brown has got the ball and he fumbled it too. How he'll go, he'll change, goes out, doesn't have his old crime player out there, not the kick, didn't get far enough, quick enough, goes out there, quick out there is McDonald trying to get around to it. Creeks recover, they get trapped, handballs it back into the flank, into the pocket there. Now they turn around, spins up, right foot, goes in. Looks pretty good to me. Keep an eye on who's got it. 29? No, it wasn't McGregor.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field.
Scoreboard.
Creeks just pull that margin out again.
Pull that margin back. That's what happens if you get a fair way behind. Umpire throws it up high again. Up it goes. Out of the centre. Should go out here to Willunga. If they can get it out. Ball's on the ground though. And the umpire will come and throw it up. Still inside the centre square. Up it goes again. Pushed down out there by the Creeks. They'll get this one almost down the half forward line. Ball comes in. They need a good bounce out of this. They do get a good bounce out of it. Comes back. And will they keep it in? Yes, they do keep it in. And Lally then gets the ball away. One player out there and he beat the whole lot then. Can he get it around again for the Creek? And could be a mark down the goal square. No, it's not. And Willunga will relieve the pressure out there. And this better come off, otherwise we're in real trouble out there as the ball's been marked down there by Billy Cook. Cook's got over it. Finds a teammate. Burdett's got another one. I reckon he's getting close to his 500
Got
touches
it,
out there at the moment. And down at
McDonald.
goes to McDonald. McDonald can keep this one just inside the boundary line. There's a chance. Raw player there, no, he put his head down. Back it goes. Willunga got this
Over
one.
the top.
Should be right back.
Here we go. Hoffman
Over the
should make
top,
walk in
Hoffman.
here.
Hoffman kicks it down.
Good goal. Good goal.
2 steps and straight through the goal. And Hoffman puts his side the goal.
I'm Jamie, manager at Telstra Store Victor Harbour. If you need help with anything tech related, we're here to help.
If you're having problems with your phone or internet, we can give you a bit more help than just telling you to turn it off and on again.
And if you need a new phone or entertainment bundle, we can show you some options. And this is what we have.
So feel free to pop in for a friendly chat anytime. We look forward to seeing you at Telstra Store Victor Harbour soon.
This week too, and this week here is round, but yeah, he hadn't been doing much forward. Back in the centre, up they go, turns around, Bass gets it, comes back down, turns around, picked up quickly, the Creeks recovered out of it, goes forward now, comes out, then overruns at the Creeks, goes out quickly out there, and it gets up to Billy Cook to recover on it. He does, he goes out over the head of his player, free kick there because it's untouched, and it goes over to Blackwell. Creeks now with the ball on their back flank. Goes off, goes into the pocket there, goes out there, running out there quickly is there, and I reckon it's Billy Cook again, gets the ball in the back pocket here for Willunga. Right in front of the scoreboard, comes across with a short kick, finds his player quickly. Could be McDonald, yep, Cameron McDonald. It's right in the goal teeth. Goes out, now he turns around, goes out, puts that one out close and wide.
Darcy
and
Scott.
they've gone down wider and wider and wider. Kicks up there, goes over there, and there's Mills, I reckon. Big Millsy for Willunga. They're controlling this ball though, that's what they need. That's a floater though. Goes up, over the back, turn around. Creek's got this one, can't get to it. Out they come, picked all up, gets tackled over it. Goes around, Bass is getting legged on that. Turn around, umpire. 6 foot what, 5, and you can't tell if it's his leg or his body. Anyway, they held it up into there on the forward flank. For Langhorne Creek, clubroom side, and it's a ball up. Goes back in, Bass sets himself, up they go. Seller gets up, tries to get his arm around it, can't, turns around, Creeks get wrapped up. They get wrapped up by 2 of them, and it'll be a ball up by umpire Rice, once again on the forward flank, clubroom side. Up they go, Seller can't get his hands free. Now turns around, gets up, hits the ground down and he bang! Everybody gets pushed into it and stacks on the mill onto there. Umpire's going to have to come in because there's no way in the world that was coming out with 6 players all spread eagled across it. Up he comes now, 3rd throw up in the same spot, goes up, turns around, goes over. Tops up and down, she goes over the boundary line for a throw in. FBAG scoreboard has Willunga 7-5, which I think is incorrect. Langhorne Creek 9-4, nifty.
Yeah, Seller and Bass, it's a great competition. I'm watching out here. Seller's getting a little bit antsy-pantsy at the moment. Showering his eyes from the sun. Bathed in it down here at Willunga Oval. This is 1 versus 2. Seller and Bass do a little bit of a push. Bass might get the push up in there. Jonesy's at the bottom of the pack. They're both throw their hands up to the umpire. Play the whistle, boys, and get out there. Bird out with the footy. Puts in the daisy cutter. Comes down again. The hands come sweet and good. Beathy with the football. Has one bounce. He will find a target. Is the target going to be up in the middle? No, punched away. Here comes Aldous. He couldn't grab the footy again. Out with Durham, the best fullback in the league. Gets it and clears the football. But Willunga can run onto it. They do well through Colwell. Colwell gets it down to Toddy Martin. Martin can turn and burn. He does. Where are you, big Jakey? It's 1-on-1. Jakey at the front sit. Gets it pushed away from him. Arbin comes up with the footy. He gets a quick hands out. He needs some help. It does. Comes the way of Durham. Durham again jams it on the boot, but he's kicked it out on the full. McDonald will bring the footy back in. Centre wing clubroom side. And your crowd support over there for the Willunga boys. McDonald now, Bass is waving his arms around in the middle. He wanted it. Hoffman flies up. Too many players in the back. Jones is trying to claim it. Umpire says play on. A little short chip comes over to Lally. He plays it on quick toe. He has been quiet. Comes back over to wide to Big Seller. He gets away a little bit from Bass. Silas just holding the footy up, reading his players down over the back. Matty Dominic has got to run onto the footy. Yeah, the target was for him, but Nelson's got it from Willunga. He goes back inside to Scotty Brown. Brownie switches up play. They go the high side again. High side again. It'll have to be McDonald out there. McDonald loads up. The Hoffman's got to go. The Bird's out there. Oldest. He can't get hold of the footy. Blackwell it again for Langhorne Creek. Gets it. Has the one bounce. Has the two bounce. He's through the centre circle. Loads up the footy. Wants a target. Out, goes out towards Calabhow. Can't get it. The football's gone over. Did anybody get their hands on it? No. Willunga will bring it back in. Willunga now through Mills. Goes up to Birdie. Oh, it's over the top of there. The Birdman's got to move some work on that one. Gets a hand to it. Pops it over the top. That's just sheer experience. Ball comes back out wide. They're going backwards again. Back to the Birdman. The stats are racking in. Come back up. Billy Cook's got the footy. He's got options down the ground. Bassie's on his own.
You can't kick that far, Bassie. He's not an 80 to 100 yard
He's waving to him, and he's waving back. Bass goes up. Now he makes himself 15 metres. Can't present himself at the football. She's a pack of players, Kev, and Ricey will come in and ball up.
Yeah, well, Bessie was a fair way away then, wasn't
he? He was out this other side of the car park,
70 metres. Umpire throws it up again. Push down. Here's a chance now for Beef to get it in. Can't do it down there. And chase again. There's players out there by himself. And that one that was out by himself then was Nelson. Player then. Nelson's back into it. He's throwing on the ground, just on top of the ball there.
I wouldn't have been surprised if Rifey come up and did the big Swan Lake then. I tell you.
So Ricey throws the ball back up again. Going straight through down there with this player there, number 52 for Lally. And that is Lally from Langhorne Creek. He's barged his way through. The umpire will throw it up again. Close to the boundary line here, and they let it go straight across the ground, and the umpire will throw it in again. Starting to get a little bit more anxious now, these players that are out there.
This is not coaching by the runner I've never seen. He's spoken to 8 players and put them in positions.
That's Brian Fenton, and he wants to watch out that he doesn't get the walking ticket out there to get off.
Here's the captain, if he was playing.
Yeah.
Surprised me, I thought he was.
Now you found out.
I didn't know they had pink shirts.
So the umpire throws it in, boundary umpire throws it in again. In it goes. Down there to Brownie. Brownie's in front. Play on, says the umpire out there.
Meagle.
Now it's picked up here.
Here we go.
Meagle's only got to turn around, put the ball on the boot.
He's happy.
Straight through the goal as it goes.
South Coast Realty is an independent, locally owned and operated real estate business, incorporating sales and property management of both permanent and holiday rentals. We're heavily involved in the local community, with offices in Victor Harbour and Normanville. Our professional and friendly staff can assist you with all your real estate needs. With well over 6,000 registered buyers on our database, all wanting to purchase properties on the South Coast, we really do stand out in the crowd. South Coast Realty, helping you stand out in the crowd. Give us a call today.
Willunga wins percentage will jump them in, yeah?
Because they had the draw at the creek, so they're and they're one game behind the at the moment.
Umpire DC throws the footy up in the middle again, tapped away. It is by Hunt, but Langhorne Creek had come through the mix to it. Matty Tonkin drags the footy underneath. There could be in trouble. Matty, he is in trouble. Oh, Seller's gone right off. He's gone off the old duck egg at Dave Carrot. And Dave would just sit there and I can see Dave now with a big smile on his face. And he's got his back to me because I know what he's like. Scotty Brown's got the footy, comes out wide to Mills. Mills can run on with the footy, and there goes the honker. It is 3/4 time here at the Willunga Oval. We have game on. It is Willunga 8 goal 5, Langhorne Creek 9 goals 4 on our FB Ag scoreboard. 90.1 Happy FM is Great Southern Footy on air and on YouTube.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the South Coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies have over 40 years experience in mining and blending soils and organics. We're specialists in turf soils, landscaping and organic blends. Customised washed sands for horse arenas, sports grounds and building sands. We also have a large range of decorative stones, gravels, mulches and pine barks. From car trailers to all truckloads. Wholesale quarry direct. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies, 86 Sandmine Road, Mount Compass. Open Monday to Friday, 7am to 4pm and Saturday 7am to 11am. Phone 8556 8421. Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour. The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
Will be in a far better position than the others, because at the moment it looks like there could be a couple of sore spots out there.
Yeah, well, and of course if you looked at the 2-week break, every team got back. Compass got hurt by it because they got those really shocking injuries in the first week back. And of course, you know, like McLaren is starting to step up a bit now. Back here we are, the last quarter underway. Up they go. Bass gets it down for Willunga. Out they come. Willunga straight away. He's fumbling. He can't get out to it. Goes down, gets caught high. The umpire says too high. Picks same as me. Umpire Rice goes up and up they get. That one goes to Warmington. Warmington's got the ball, goes back, short kick as they normally do, goes out the man the moment. Over he goes, drives this ball out, goes out, comes off, and out they comes Bass. Bass gets out, now he comes over, turns around, hot up, goes over, turns around, he keeps his feet, which is good, which is there was Meagle. Meagle goes off, up forward, goes out there, and that's a strong, gutsy mark by Langhorne Creek in the back lines there, and I reckon that there was Kane Rogers. Rogers goes off, finds his players quickly there, and Matt Dominish. Matt Dominish comes out wider, finds his player out there, and I reckon it's Benny Arbin. Right now in front of the club rooms. They turn around on the bottom side. Off they go. Goes back in. Finds out there. Rogers gets it again. Drives it all out. And he finds Blackwell. Blackwell for the Creeks. Off they go into it. Up there. And they find the player out wide. And he goes out there. And it could be Damien James. He plays on quickly. Not a good kick. Out of the hands of his player coming forward. Out they hit. Come out and they're centre half forward. Goes on the ball. Comes out. Willunga fumbling just that bit. Out it comes. They flick it up and down. The Creeks have got the run on this. Dominish gets it. Drives it out wide. Gets out onto there. Spoil comes on the chest, up and down. Finds it out quickly there. And that one there is Caleb Howell. It's kick 4 so far.
Well, this could easily be 5.
Oh yeah. He's only kicking from that new mark, which is what, 25, isn't it, Kev? For the player's allowed to run out from the goal. Yep. You can just see that there. So he's going to kick from probably around about 27. He's asking where the player is, and he said yes, he's umpire sits. I don't like that. I don't think it's up to the umpire to be telling the player where it is. Anyway, Caleb comes in now, goes all up, looks pretty good. I think he's happy. Goal umpire says yes, there she is, first score.
I'm Jamie, manager at Telstra Store Victor Harbour. If you need help with anything tech related, we're here to help.
If you're having problems with your phone or internet, we can give you a bit more help than just telling you to turn it off and on again.
And if you need a new phone or entertainment bundle, we can show you some options. And this is what we have.
So feel free to pop in for a friendly chat anytime. We look forward to seeing you at Telstra Store Victor Harbour soon.
Throw the ball up in the centre again, up it goes, in go the ruckman again, they just bounce off each other. Picked up there.
Oh, he hasn't, none of them's picked it. Now he's got him for in the back to Creeks.
Anyway, down the ground it goes, over the top of the players running out then, and the ball fell off the end of his finger there, and
he said he threw it up.
Well, he certainly didn't punch it to get rid of it. And Sella now has got a free kick. Certainly within kicking distance for him anyway.
Don't know with that.
With the old wonky knee.
Leg.
I don't know. He kicked one.
Just keep an eye on here. We have the Paralympics up. You can see a leg fly further than the ball.
Good on you. Anyway, he comes in there and his kick. That is not a bad kick. It's going along a little bit short though. And it goes over a minor score only. So that is 10 goals. 5 to 8 goals, 6 on our FPA scoreboard.
Well, I'm going to bring the footy back in. Now they get ready to rock and roll again. High ball up in front of the air. She's going to land right in front of us here. Big Bass goes up. Oh, they spoil him underneath. Bass goes through, gets a kick away again. And they're putting a little bit of a tension up onto him. Ball comes through. Matty Dominish. Little jumper hanging on down there. Doesn't bump round. Langhorne Creek jams it on the boot. Up over the top and out to bounds it will go with no one touching it. And Willunga will end up with a free kick.
I think I let him play on that side.
Well, he ran over the line and picked up the footy, and Dave said, well, that's really good, but you've got to come up over your mark. So, now to bring it back in again. Darcy Scott, and we're going backwards a long way. And now what have we got?
25.
One over the mark and chased him.
So, we keep running in front of him.
Yeah, you can't, you can't do that.
You can't, Lockie, you can't.
You can't come in from behind the mark, even if he's coming back.
Just stop. Just give up. Yeah, let someone else down the line do it. That's the go. Yeah, that was a bit silly. Ball comes up with Stanley now. Stanley goes through, fires through.
Jakey.
Yeah, the big Jakey Stanfield comes out and got the kick and boot working today. He's got to go for it. Comes bad, high up it, deep into the pocket. Picked up, there it is, by Willunga, or the scoop didn't work out. Comes out, Blackwell does it, doubles back on himself. Kicks the footy high, wide up on the high side. That's the lead, that's the way you've got to get out of here. Comes down to Calabau. How now with the footy for the crease? Goes looking for the coach. The coach gets up into it and on centre wing and up.
Oh, the high jump, that's a new record. That is a new record for a player.
Takes the mark no, he didn't take the mark, he's dropped it. And then went and did the hurdles.
Yep, but
Just
it hurdles.
Tall, isn't it? Otherwise, he might have crashed right through it.
It was the hurdles, definitely was not the high
It's
jump.
a new meaning for don't be sitting on this side of the fence, because he's about 6'6", and that would have hurt. Ball comes back down in. The wrap up come from Scotty Brown to the crease. They got him holding the ball. Yes, no, too high. It looks like Shannon Jones. Jonesy with the footy, knocks it up, and now the mark comes out to Kobe Hellier. Well, he's been quiet, but you can't keep him quiet all day. Kicked 5, I think, last week, Cobes. So this one here will just start to put a little bit of breathing space for Langhorne Creek. A miss here. Willunga need to reply it, go coast to coast.
They'll have to put the stoplights up in the main street if it goes back any further.
Searchlights. On his way in. 45 out. Kick is on its way. Oh, he's punched that and punched it hard. He's punched it across the face. So it's going to be a raffle between goal umpire and boundary. Goal umpire wins by a minor score only. And Langhorne Creek go to 10-6. Willunga 8-6 on our FB Ag scoreboard.
Tyler's points up first and then it's all game play. So anything can go in here. Willunga with the ball. Turn around. Burdette now comes out, steps outside the square, which you're allowed to. You get 25 metres to go. Up they go to Bass. Bass has gone up.
Sticky
fingers.
Yeah.
He's getting a bit of attention. He's starting not to like it either. He just got a smack in the jaw a while ago, but he's up and running. Doesn't know where to go. It's not good. Now he turns around, gets told go on. Turns around, plays on, goes off with a floater though, but he finds his player out wide. Off he goes, quickly out there. Goes around there quickly to Scanlon. Scanlon for what he goes out wide, finds him out wider still. Willunga do this, they'll go backwards and keep it wider, trying to keep control on it. Out though it comes to Tyson Hoffman. He turns around, he's right up on the wing though. Need him up in the goals. See it's right there. He's got this side if he wants to come. 2 on the club rooms. Can't see it. That's a good length kick. Would have got out of here. Up it goes. Down the front. Out there goes. The Creek get it. Handball back. Off it goes again. Comes around. Goes too far. Willunga. Pick it up out the back. Comes through. Now they're into attack. Goes up. 3-on-1 out here, and Jake Stanfield gets it, steps inside, there has to be loose man, out he goes to Bass, Bass lets it go to his player, turns around, picks it all up, no worries at all, straight through.
Jake Calvert.
They had 7-6 at half time, Kevin. Victor.
The goal.
Must have that electronic scoreboard.
It's in Canterbury doing my phone.
It's not going to do it. Yeah,
Popplewell with the football up in the middle. Let's get back to this game. We're going to end up with a draw here, boys. Work out your point system from there. Ball jumps up over the top. Comes up there, Mameagle. He gets a little toe poke along the ground. Here comes the chance for out Lally. Lally gets it. Push out it is by Billy Cook. He's taken too high. Hanging on.
The Creeks.
And it's still going on. Popplewell's going to come in and sort this out, and it will be Dave Warren with the football. Dave Warren's got options. Where's he going to go? Out to the top of the square, out the centre R4. Didn't work over Kellogg. Oh, the ball's come loose. Willunga's a little bit green back there, but comes over to McDonald. They've got to clear the football to Scanlon. Scanlon now gets it, floats it across our mirror. Lally's going to run up into it. Lally's not moving as well as what we've seen him, boys.
I think the 2-week resters like him was in the...
Didn't do him any good. Well, he's usually good for a couple of goals as well. Hadn't got one yet. Lally loads up the football. Top of the square she's going to go. Who's the Flyers down there? It's all red and white at the moment. Down at the bottom of the ground, look out, here comes Lockie. Lockie ditches it out to Cleggett. Cleggett jams it on the boot and he's gone far and wide out into the pocket, out of bounds on the full.
Straight over the fence.
Birdie was going to take it and run, but he could see where it was going. He said, it's going to be my kick anyway. Bird out with the kick. Loads up, down the line, looking for a teammate down there. The slips catch didn't work. It's gone out off hands. And the boundary umpire will throw it in. Scotty Brown just couldn't get that.
You wouldn't want to be in the caravan looking over this way today.
Oh, yeah,
look at the people inside the fence though. That's
it's
terrible.
Crazy. Don't like it. Not when you've got the big fellas out there running around. Ball comes out. Howell gets the football down. Up on the ground. Over to David Warren. Dave Warren over to Jonesy. Shannon Jones with the football. Turns, Burns goes backwards. Jammed it up on the boot as Hellier. Hellier's put up a high ball. Howell comes through. Can't complete the mark. Jones comes in high with the footy. Taken high with the footy. Wrapped up. Umpire says, oh, ball up. Ball up he will. 45 metres out from goal. Your players around the footy. It's like the mini Colts game. She's on tomorrow too. All day tomorrow, Sunday. If you're getting around, Yankalilla Ponga got hosts the mini Colts carnival. Ball goes up, ball goes down. Dave Curran comes back in again, Trev.
Certainly is on that forward flank for the Creeks though. It's where they want it. It's not where Willunga want it. There's one goal in this match and they turn around. Up it goes, comes back down. Willunga can't get it. Hunt goes in for the Willunga, gets the handball out, goes out quickly, comes out again. Now they're running around the flank out there, goes out, handball goes through, back inside again, gets it off forward. Now there's a run, but it's all the Creeks. This is what happens when you defend and spread out too much. You get too much in the back lines. Creeks now, series of handballs going backwards and forwards across. Now they turn around, come back in the centre, up they go. Oh. Spoil comes late, he got away with it, turn around, hits the ground, pick up there quickly Nelson. Out there by Nelson. Nelson goes out
Big
for Willunga,
again.
Goes out Jakey. Jakey spins around, goes out, goes forward, goes out, and he's got that Colwell again. Turns around, picks out onto there. So job Colwell, who got the last one, spins around, goes through. The umpire walks back into here. We have a tied game.
At Shed Boss, we don't just build sheds, we engineer them. We build to your individual requirements, from residential to commercial, large or small. Everybody's needs are different. Built with premium Australian-made steel, our patented bracket system and concrete anchored foot bracing, constructed by licensed shed builders, means you'll get an affordable quality carport, rural or commercial shed. Shed Boss. Built strong, built right.
It's half a point.
Everything the same.
Of course they will.
Yeah, because they're tied. Willunga have one game, but they both had the tie, so yeah.
Tosses it back up in the centre of the ground again. Up it goes. Knocked down that time by the big fella there in Scott Hunt. Down the ground it goes.
Warmington was well up there, got it.
The mark for the Creeks. Now plays on, goes up over that far side of the ground again. The sun's out.
Spot each other again.
That was a fingertip.
Somebody's taken the mark. It's got to be a Willunga player. I'll take McDonald.
He couldn't take anyone else anyway. McDonald plays on. He could be in trouble here if he doesn't mark this. He does mark it though.
That was between sandwiches.
He got that, yeah. Also he did. And it's over. It goes there to Hoffman. So Hoffman, good kick of the ball though. If he gets onto it.
Go close-ish, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he got it down, right down into the goal.
Oh, Bass! Big fingers, big mark.
And there goes Bass. This could be the difference. And big Bass now takes the mark. It's a bit hard to see how close he is from here, but he's not very far.
No, he's only probably 20
metres. Straight in front. Right in front of the goals. We can see right behind him from here.
Bingo!
And he goes straight through the goals, and that is Bass's first goal.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field.
I wasn't out there, so up they go, turns around, goes up and down the battle, comes out there on the mills and goes onto there, and she'll be a repeat by the central umpire.
Yeah, it was.
Curran.
We left Trev home.
Yeah, Trev Trevor got away for the weekend.
Yep. Up they go. Turner got locked up. Anyway, up and down they go. Comes back out there, and umpire Curran's going to have to come in for exactly the same thing. This is the third one up, still in the centre circle. Up they go. Bass gets it from down the back. Then it's kicked forward by Willunga. Goes up there, straight out there. Creek's now got 2 or 3 come up. He gets wrapped up onto there. Look at them stacking on top of this. And she goes out there, and she will be a ball up on the forward flank for Willunga on the top side of the oval.
This is a bit like Willunga I seen against Compass the other week. They're attacking the footy. Their double tacklers are coming in on the players. Since half time, they're a different side.
Yeah.
Up it goes there, in there. Bass, no one can really get it out. Comes back down. Creeks try to run it out. They run it out the back. Handball comes out by Blackwell. Now the Creeks are fumbling a bit. Pressure goes on. Pressure goes back. Creeks pick it all up. Well, goes up. He's pinged him hole in the ball. Phew. Creeks seem just to get these 50-50s, don't they? So it goes up. But yeah, right in the back pocket is he. Comes forward, goes out and finds Blackwell. Blackwell for the Creeks. Turns around, not much movement now. They're all trying to come back. Now he drives it up, goes up, waiting for the grab, goes up. That was good shepherding by out the back there by Kellogg. Arbin gets the ball, goes forward, goes out wide. Out comes the McLaren, goes up, takes it. That is purely, and is not. We don't mean the size of it. We mean that was brave. Goes off over there, and that one there was Lachlan Scott. Beautiful play. He kicks over and finds his player on the wing.
I think it might be his brother out there, Darcy out there. He's kicked it too. That was gutsy.
He turned around. Off he goes. Steps around. Goes around. This is it. Handball's over now to the top. Goes off. Goes around. Kicks in. Finds Bass. And just on the forward wing position for him. They're waiting in. The Creeks now go up. Comes back to Burdett. 500 games up. He will be happy if they can keep this up. They'll want to control from the back line now. In he goes out. Marcus goes forward now. Drives it all up. Out the back it goes. That is Hoffman, is it?
It's a free kick. Advantage.
Made the mark.
And 25. Went on with it.
It's Hoffy. He's got the boots.
Got the pink boots. It's theirs. It is.
Looks a bit... Doesn't look as tall over there, so that's definitely him. But yeah, as I said, he just doesn't look to have that far away. Anyway, he lines up now. He's only going to be kicking from probably 35 out.
He's got a bit grey hair after Tuesday night.
Scare. He just went in there as a scarecrow, that was all. Anyway, in he comes now. This one here could be 2 straight here for Willunga. Drives in, kicks it up. He's looking. He's leaning though. He's leaning. Turns around. Umpire comes back in, single point, there it goes round. They now go to 1 goal, 1 clear, FPH scoreboard, 11 goals, 7 to Langhorne Creek, 10 goals, 6, and what do they say? That's a handy point.
I was going to say, Trev, where is your handy point? It has just arrived.
I think it is a handy point too, and we're up to about 17 minutes now, I think, in this final term, so
Darren with
probably 10 minutes to go.
Darren with the footy to bring it back in again, loads it up. Use his full measure. Out in front. McDonald put the hands, couldn't bring it down. Needed to return the favour. Look at the pack of players. Willunga are playing with a lot more intensity. The pick up over the top. Over it goes to Shawnee Beath. Beathy can now load up the footy inbound. Oldest needs to get up and go with the footy. He didn't do it. Still over it. Intensity still at the ground level. They're still working overtime. The forward guys can sniff it out, and then we've got a push in the back. We've got a free kick, Willunga, and the mob in front of us go 8 bananas. Altus is going to come up, the skipper. Well, he hasn't had a big run today. He's been effective in his little manoeuvres, but he hasn't put anything on the board. This one to really give Willunga a little bit of a nudge along.
Starts to get handy now, doesn't it? If he gets this 2 goals, 1, just makes it that little bit
No one's
tougher.
having the lead. No one's leaving the skipper. They're leaving it all down to the skipper here. No one's going to help him out and do the run through the lead. He's on his way in from 45 metres. He's popped it in the air. He's not going to make the distance. It holds up, comes through. Big Jakey Stanfield couldn't get it. They back up into the point post. No, he doesn't. He's just holding his ground. Puts it back up in again. Up it goes to their Darcy Clifford. And Darcy Clifford's still deep in defensive pocket. Or you're not going to go across the face of goals, are you? No, he's not. He keeps it down the line. Down the line he does. The Creeks come through the shadows of the new change rooms. Up it goes again to Scanlon. Scanlon knocks it back down, but only to the way of Langhorne Creek. Comes through with Matty. Dominish couldn't get it through.
Bass,
The Bass, look at the pirouette. He's been watching the Birdman.
Yeah,
the
give it to
handball
the
comes
big man.
out
They
wide.
can do everything.
Doesn't go out, and no one touched it. Free kick, Langhorne Creek to Lally. Lally now for Langhorne Creek at centre wing on the change room side, the bottom side. Got to get it up into the centre again. Langhorne Creek is queuing up with the football. Lockie McGregor at the back. Handballs it back up to Jonesy. Shannon Jones up to the coach. The coach puts it straight through the things. He's 6 foot 4, Shannon. You've got to kick it up to him. Birdman with the footy to Scotty Brown. He'll do the follow-up. Brownie does. He gets it through to McDonald again. Loads up the football. Bouncy ball. Who's going to jump up and get it? Nelson needs to come and wrap him up. He does. I reckon he's got him, Boppy. No. Yes, 50-50. What's happened here?
Free kick to the...
To Kellogg. Well, don't know what that one for,
I
but
have
Kellogg.
to agree with the crowd on that.
You idiot. Kellogg goes up with the football, doesn't do it. Comes back with Jonesy again. Second effort. Scotty Brown's in there for the slips catch and takes one right at his knees. He goes out wide to the birdie. The birdie 500 again goes on with the football. Kicks it out on the clubroom side, the high side, where you attack and leave the football from. Comes out when the Scott boys, I reckon it would have been over there. Willunga player crunched in the pack of players. Players allowed to go on to Hoffman. Hoffman's handball up over the top. The bounce is kind to Willunga. The handball's okay as well. The inside Brown moves over to the big fella in Hunt. Hunt back to Hoffman. Hoffman loads up the footy. Big Bass is in the square. He can't take the mark. It's punched over the top for a point. A minor score only to Willunga. They're 11 goals, 8. Langhorne Creek 10-6 on the FPX scoreboard.
Willunga now with the ball in the full back position.
Time on period now.
Thought she would have been getting onto it. Turn around and it goes. Kicks out, finds out, and he finds his player out there, and Lally in the back flank goes on quickly. They know they have to move it. That goes right up and the flank goes out. Throw it behind. Round they come. Hunt picks it up. He goes, gets his handball away. Turns around, goes up. Creek's picked it all up. He drops it. Got to be holding the ball. Turner is. Umpire Rice strut onto that one, and he turns around and the Willunga will pick it all up.
If you don't let him up, he's going to give him to an extra 25.
Comes out here. Danny Irvine with the ball. Kicks it and he goes out wider and he goes backwards slightly. Turns around, gets his player out there. That could be Warmington. Not quite sure.
Too far away
out
from
there.
where, mate?
Yep, goes out, kicks it in there, right into the point up. Oh, that's got to be a free kick. He was up and down before it goes on. Willunga picks it all up, goes forward. Umpire's looking. Another minor score. Willunga only need to nail one of these and she'll be good night nurse. So they go to 11 goals, 10 to Langhorne Creek 10-6 on our FPX scoreboard.
It's pretty hard to come up with a draw here anyway.
11-9, boys.
11-9?
11-9, same as I've got. 11-9, 10-6.
Anyway,
Durham.
Play goes on now through Durham. He goes straight down the ground with it. Over the back of the pack it goes. In the front there, they're all over him, but anyway, play's allowed to go on out there. And the umpire comes and says, oh, bounce it. And throw it up. She'll throw it up now. Almost right in the centre of the ground it goes. Quick kick out of the pack down there by Willunga. Send it down to the forward line. Down it goes. Here's another chance. The handball over there went astray now. Gives Creeks a run of the ball. They go down the wing with it and they...
Slips catch the Birdman at 500.
He'll come back. Oh no, Scott's getting covered now.
Anyway, Burdett's got it. He'll kick it down. He's got a player out there. There was two of them. I think they might have spoiled each other. Did they out there?
Yeah, Sammy did. It's gone over the boundary line, which was lucky.
Over the boundary line, and the umpire will come and throw it in. So there won't be too much longer to go in this game. Maybe 2 or 3 minutes at the outside. Umpire's got it. Throws it in again. In it goes. Down it goes. A long way away from us. It's right over the other side of the ground, and the umpire will come and throw it up again.
It's only been 4 goals this quarter too.
Yeah. They've got to get 2 goals to win it now. That's Langhorne Creek. From the throw in it goes. This could be one of them. Down it goes. Blackwell's got it. Bounces it once. Bounces it twice. And I reckon he might have pushed the player then.
Good mark in front. Defensive.
The mark has been taken down there by Willunga. Relieves the pressure. Little kick in there.
McDonald, that was.
McDonald's. Not the McDonald now, that was McDonald.
Brother to brother.
brother to brother, is it?
Scott to Scott.
Anyway, look, they're just messing around with it down there. If they don't watch out.
Birdie it.
Won't take much just to make this go off the side of their boot, and that'll really put it back again, won't it?
Yep.
Anyway.
Should call him Mercedes, not Birdette. It's moves smooth, doesn't it?
Yes.
Anyway, the marks have just been waxed down there between the couple of the backline players before Willunga. In it goes, up it goes, out it goes. Here's a chance now for Langhorne Creek. Down in the forward line it goes, and the little fella
Lockie,
comes
look
out,
out.
and Lockie McGregor takes it.
Oh,
And McGregor's just a player to put it through here.
Oh, yeah.
Comes in. About 45, he kicks it from...
He's not looking happy.
Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it.
Happy.
1 point only, so it's 10 goals 7 out there to 11 goals 9. 8 points the difference.
Burdett to bring the footy back in again. He goes short. Big Jakey Stanfield's at the other end of the ground. He can see the urgency and the importance in this game. Up it goes to the Stephen Hoffman. The Sun got him again this time. I'd give him a bit of the benefit of the doubt on the Sun. They're all screaming. They all want holding the ball, and Rossi said, that ain't happening. Not in my watch. Hoffy, he's come up sore. Stop the yap, he says the umpire, Langhorne Creek, and he's given the free kick to Hunt. Hunt for Willunga, dives one in. The pass probably wasn't the best one. Gives Langhorne Creek a chance here. It goes to Warren, to Blackwell. Blackwell has 1 bounce. He has 2 bounces. Handball pops it up over the top. The run on through can go back to Blackwell. No, he doesn't. The kick from Langhorne Creek pops it up high up in the air. It's all red and white back in there. The punches come away. There's been a push or a shove in there somewhere. And the free kick has gone the way of Willunga through William Cook. Billy Cook keeps it out up on the high side. Hugs the boundary. Out it goes to Toddy Martin. Pretty serviceable game today, Todd.
That smack me on there at 3/4 time must have woken him up.
Yeah. You remember me. Toddy Martin goes backwards to the Birdman. You can still count his stats there. There goes the honker. The Birdie 500 wins in Marianne over in Horsham. Mum, I should say. That was the phone call that you had before that you were supposed to answer, Trev. They're watching over there. They're saying, thank you very much for the call. The Birdie 500 has been prevailed. Willunga finishes top of the table. You've got another week off. He can have a rest, so you guys can have a reach off over in Hawkham. You can watch something else on Netflix next week instead of Birdie.
And the good thing for Willunga is they won't have the Crows calling up for extra matches either.
Yeah, well, that's a handy one too, as well as indeedy. And after that, well, the finals start, and you know damn well if you're living in Horsham, the football follows the finals, and so does the live streaming. So if you can't get over here for the final, hopefully you can make it for the granny. You behave yourselves in Victoria. Not much hope, but yeah, never do.
While we wait for that, I'll go through the goal kickers for you folks. For the defeated side, Langhorne Creek, Caleb Howell finished up with 5, Lachlan McGregor with 3, and singles to Mitchell Cleggett and Thomas Durham. And for the Victoria side, Willunga, we have Jake Stanfield also with 5, Job Colwell with 2, singles to Tyson Hoffman, Daniel Bass, Miles Warmington and Brett Meagle.
Score.
It's gone. They've ripped it down.
Scores ripped it down, but it's same as what we got. Willunga 11-9, Langhorne Creek 10-7.
What a great game of footy. So hopefully, I turned my phone off before, so I've lost the live streaming. So hopefully Steve's still got the live streaming going up there, because
certainly is.
They still have got it going, because I reckon Birdie mightn't have to walk into the change rooms tonight. I reckon he might get helped in by a few of the boys out there. All the number 2s out there, if you're watching over there in Grandparent Land in Horsham, there's a lot of number 2s out in the Oval, and you know where they are.
He's getting a handshake cramp at the moment.
Is it? What a great game, and you got to, it was the Birdie 500. I mean, it was the top of the table. They had a lot riding on this game on here, but you got to go back to him. What a serviceable game we have. I think you had him down for about 11 possessions in that first quarter. He was in everything, and he kept his head today really well. And it just seemed to be fitting. He got the last kick of the way in that game, and how happy he was when that honker went.
Yeah,
He's been hunting for a grand final, boys, and I suppose sitting top of the Wazza at the moment. It's the closest thing you can get to getting into that grand final stage. So
I think the big thing about this is Nifty, you miss out and playing next week.
And those old legs. I was talking to Mitch earlier on the game and a few of the boys, and he wants to play every week. He keeps going while he's got momentum going.
Yeah, but the others might want it.
But what you got to place in there too is that who you play. Like, okay, Willunga have earned the break, so they'll get it and they'll certainly use it and have it to good effect. But you got Mount Compass playing Langhorne Creek now, and that is going to be another tough game.
Yeah. Just back before we go up on that one, we get onto that one. This is how it's all seen in the Great Southern Footy. To sheer respect from the opposition side. This is 1 versus 2 today. One now is walking off the ground. Birdette's walking off, and they're all stayed out on the ground, Langhorne Creek, and a guard honour for the Birdman for his 500. And here comes the boys to lift him up. Proud moment over there, Mum and Dad. And it's a 500. These King of the Wazza, they are top of the table at Willunga and go into the Premiership Series in 2021. Hopefully we can keep on rolling over here in South Australia so Birdman can maybe live out that and finally get that damn Premiership he's looking for.
You hope he never gets it.
It's going to be a fight on now, isn't it? Hey. These old club are still hanging in. They got rid of Yankee Lilla. Trev was on that one. Sorry for interrupting there, mate. I just had to pay respect there to Langhorne Creek for staying out in the ground for the birdie.
Yeah. No, as I said, it shows what it is down here in the Great Southern Football League. Everyone's got respect for them, and they know it. Football's out there. They turn around, if something happens, they come over and make sure they're okay. And it's good to see.
He gets angry every now and then.
We've seen it, all right. The best one and the funniest one I like from Birdie is with the day that he bounced it off that guy's head at McLaren. It was in a final too, and he had to have 5 minutes on the fence with that one because it was a free that went against him. But Birdie said it was my free, and he goes up and he said, "Give the footy back." So he did. And he bounced it fair and he's gone. While he was lying flat, and he's back on the ground too, which probably didn't help.
So there it goes. With the COVID regulations, you can't sing in a confined space, so they've just given their club song out in the field, which is the way to do it.
Can we just give out the scores now?
Yep.
Here's one that you weren't expecting.
Righto.
Oh, my Ponga got up.
Encounter Bay, 5 goals 7. My Ponga Celtics, 8 goals 13.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, well, Encounter Bay have done their neighbours no justice at all, because Trav's measurement there, that's put Victor Harbour the wooden spooners. There's no love lost there in their two neighbours, is it?
Probably. Where are we now? There's
nothing else coming through.
Or Yank.
No, there's nothing.
So Gore Port Elliot, we're struggling to get scores on the other ones, so
it's a bit of
to go out.
Bit of a cricket score hang up there, wasn't it?
But just to remind everyone listening in, we got the Junior Colts finals tomorrow.
Mini Colts.
They're out there. They play a round robin series to get to the final, which is played during the A grade elimination final up there, and they'll be at McLaren. And but like I said, get out. They both played at the Yankalilla Oval and out at my Ponga Celix Oval, which is at my Ponga, and so the winners from that will go on to play.
Yeah, now, we're just getting through some scores here. It's flipped up. Strathalbyn 8, so it's a reasonable win to McLaren over at Strathalbyn.
And they'll play each other again next week.
Yeah, they will.
Interesting. It didn't matter much today, but it'll matter next week.
And of course
that was McLaren 17-8, was it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. And Strat.
This has been a presentation from Victor Harbour's 90.1 Happy FM.